Each team comprises of 5 on-court players. Their squad must have a minimum of 8 from their 2017 Superleague squad and 2 optional worldwide all-star picks. The competition follows a double elimination format. Teams will play up to 3 matches. 2 wins and the team goes straight through to the semis. 2 defeats and the team will be sent packing. Semi-finals and final will involve a straight knockout. All Fast 5 All-Star matches will run a total of 12 minutes. In the event of a tied game, the results will be settled on a next goal wins basis. Each All-Star team will have the ability to double all points scored in a 2-minute power play. The power play must conclude during the first 10 minutes of the game and can't be used while the opposing team's in motion. Rolling substitutions are allowed, so a change can be made at any stage from inside the sub-zone. Goals scored within the D are worth a single point. A successful shot made from the outer circle scores you 3 points, and finding a net from long range earns you the maximum of 5. There are no cautions in the British Fast 5 All-Stars Netball Championships. All-Stars will receive official warnings for intentional infringements. For all intentional infringements thereafter and for dangerous play, the player will be sent to the sin bin and suspended for 30 seconds. All centre passes shall be taken by the team that didn't score the last goal. The coin toss at the start of the game will determine who takes that first centre pass. And that's that for your crash guide into the All-Star Fast 5 format. Game on.
We have Surrey Storm up against Hertfordshire Mavs, so that's going to be a big London derby. Manchester Thunder, who've got All-Stars Helen Housby and Sarah Bayman in their team, against Loughborough Lightning, who finished second in the Super League at the end of 2017. 7 Stars, Pam's team, with the likes of England Young Roses, Ellie Cardwell and Jodie Gibson against Wasps, who won the Super League this year. And finally, Team Bath, who have got Kadeen Corbin back against Team Northumbria, of course, have a strong New Zealand influence due to their coach.
OK then, let's give you confirmation of the first 2 teams that will take to court. The Fast Fives, and there they are for Surrey Storm. Jo Tripp, who's come in for Storm as well. There's Stacey Francis at goal defence. A reminder, no wing attack, no wing defence, just those 5 hardcore players. Watch out for Fran Wells and Katie Harris. They both know how to score from distance. And then there come the Mavericks. Such experience with Lindsay Keeble at the back. She's played for England. Then you've got the young guns in there, Ratia Koshi too. What a performance from her in the last Super League season. Khalifa McCollin, one of those players who can really animate in that circle and should bring home the points. Those are the 2 starting 5s then. Let's find out a bit more about both teams. Smiley stroke, winky face style.
The first ones that I did see, I must admit, were the crying faces, which must have been when you realised you were playing Mavericks in the first game, right?
Yeah, No.
Yeah. This emoji, what do we call this one?
The sass one.
The sass one. What's the sass about? Was that Saturday night?
Yes.
I saw
the picture. Yeah. And the mystic one, was that from your tweet today?
It was, yeah.
About the draw.
Exactly.
Did you foresee playing Storm?
I didn't actually,
No.
but I don't think it could have been better.
Good draw.
2 London rivals at
First
the O2.
game.
Done.
First game, perfect. I don't think you'd write any better than that.
I'm not saying I'm paid for what to say, but if you ever hear me say smiley winky face again, feel free to give me one of those other emojis straight to the face. Right, are we ready for this then? It's a rivalry that's been played out at some of the biggest venues that the country has to offer, not least London. Less than a loving that's made domestic history, beating record crowds, bodies along the way. They've fallen on the court, and now they do it again. Match 1 of the first British Fast 5 All-Stars Championship sees Surrey Storm take on the Mavericks. Just seeing the players warm up on the court at the moment. What will be the key areas for both these sides on court?
Definitely think it's going to be the shooting end. You want to score points. You have to score points in this game. And with those 2-minute power plays, there's not enough time really for you to get the ball down. So you want to maximise those as much as possible. So in those, you'll be looking for those longer shots, but you'll also be looking to kind of tick those scores over, because even if you're under the post, still 2 points.
Your director of Netball at your Stars are coming up a bit later on. For you, if you were down there with your trainers on at the moment, running for that golden buzzer, do you go early or do you go late and force your other side out of it?
It's Good question. I'd go early, you know, put that pressure on the opposition, build up those points, but not too early. You want your team to be able to settle first, because this is a brand new game. Everyone's new to this. There's going to be a lot of nerves, a lot of uncertainty, so let the team settle for a bit and then go for your power plays, I think. Hit that golden buzzer.
Well, you can't miss it, can you? And we'll certainly hear it inside the arena here at the O2. This is a venue that's played host to some of the biggest stars in musical history. Now it's got a bit of netball history. Surrey Storm then with the first centre pass, and we are off and underway. 12 minutes of netball, and already there's Quashie. She'll give you that agility, that bounce to get the ball back.
Oh, yeah, indeed. She tracked back really well then and just came up 2 hands on that ball, which is what you want from your defender.
Here come Mavericks then. Colin coming out for a little hand on from Mickey Austin. There's another of those players that will mess things up for the other side.
A terrier, a real terrier.
There's the clear one. And there's the one delivered.
Yeah, Khalifa McCullum, we saw her in the Celtic Dragons colours in the last season for Superleague, so now she's made that move to Mavericks.
So no golden buzzer yet. All points, as you'd imagine.
Inside.
Short pass there. Katie Harris trying to go for that 3-point, but looked too close to Mickey Austin, who had the ball.
Reminder, just 12 minutes, and it's only in that first 10 minutes that you can play that power play, that double your points.
Stacey Francis tracking really well Drakeford Lewis. She really shone last season as a young goal attack coming
Will
through.
McCollin go from here? Can we get a first three-pointer? Of course we can. 4-0 Mavs then. Quick hands from Storm.
Nice there from Lindsay Keeble. I would like to just to take her feet a little bit further forward, so it was a nice clean intercept. But she got that crucial tip though.
Center obstruction, nice try.
A little bit of obstruction.
Goalkeeper obstruction, either or.
At what point does everyone take a deep breath and go for the 5-pointer when you've got such defence in front of you?
Yeah, I wish she would have. And you heard Gary Burgess there, the umpire, either or. Because the obstruction was in the 5-pointer, but the goal attack was in the 3-point, she can choose whether she shoots from 3 or from 5.
Stacey Francis came flying through. McCollin does well, though, to hang on to that.
And again, exactly what we expect from Stacey Francis.
She flew through, she gave it the roar to push her side forward. Storm have it. Edge of the circle, went in for that one. Just want them to have maybe a bit more guts and go for it.
Definitely, yeah. They're looking for a lot of shooter passes, whereas I think they should just, go to the post.
Manage contact, goal
Well
attack.
held, Quashie. So we're just over 2 minutes. 9.5 left of this one.
Yep. Vantage contact, goal attack.
That one's just going to go out.
Yeah, a few flyaway passes. I think this is the first game of this amazing tournament. The first 2 teams on the court.
A reminder, it's double elimination. So if you lose this one, you get another chance to go through. But if you win both those first 2 group games, you automatically head through.
We've seen a change now for Mavericks.
One.
McCullin has come off on the goal shooter side. She's gone to the bench.
Nunwira has come on then. First of the All-Stars coming on for Mavs.
Yeah, from Malawi.
Another sub, Mickey Austin's going off of that Terry, while Surrey Storm have it up the other end.
Yeah.
An opportunity to get on the board, but couldn't.
Sophie Drain now on centre.
So changes made for both sides.
And we see Georgia Lees at centre. So both teams changed their centres over.
Yeah, Michelle Drain on for Mavericks and Lee's in. Lee's had a real impact for Storm during the regular season. Quick hands again from Storm. Francis trying to force them forward. And so important to have that energy in the middle of the court when you've got your wing attack and your wing defence out of it.
Seen lots of changes already. Katie Holland's come on for Storm at goalkeeper. So they're really using their bench as well. And we can see 2 players already waiting in that sub spot, ready to come on.
It's another of the differences, roll on, roll off subs. This one for a 3-pointer.
Boom!
2 arms go up in the air, 3 points it is. 8 plays 1. Right, now this is interesting territory.
Golden buzzer!
The golden buzzer, we just saw a run over to it.
Yeah, from the Surrey Storm
Ready,
bench.
center contact.
So Surrey Storm have put their power play up. And the golden buzzer has gone for Surrey Storm. Whether that first one is counting, 7 plays 8, they've let that first one count as well. And just that little run over, the press of the buzzer. And they've got under a minute and a half left of the power play. Have Surrey Storm. They'll go for the 5. This could be 10. Oh, worth it. Would have dragged them way in front with that one.
Yeah, Rhea Dixon has been brought on to try and get those points ticking on the board. Another intercept from Stacey Francis. Oh, but she gives it straight back to Everett on at goal defence.
You don't want to gift wrap those to Everett. And this 3
Oh, Michaela McCullen.
Colin with the rainbow for Mavs. Still ahead despite that power play of Storm. They've got 50 seconds left. Should have gone for the 5. Will she go for the 3? This for a 6 for the double. Oh, just rings round the back. And here come Mavs
Ready,
again.
center obstruction. Mavic, just be aware of the interchange, please, twice.
Another 3-pointer.
You have to watch me.
And she sinks it again. They don't need to play their power play yet, do they?
She is on fire. Well, when you've got Mary Wire as your coach, the phenomenal goal shooter from Malawi.
Oh, and that one just missing. That would have been a big one to drop through, but not for Surrey Storm. 12 seconds left of their power play. Haven't really been able to take advantage, and Mavs look like they're home and hosed. Can Stacey Francis try to do the old up, under and behind you?
So the power play for Surrey Storm is over.
So Storm really wasting that opportunity, not able to get down the hands there.
No,
this for another point.
Lovely there.
And there's the power play played by Mavs. Kat Ratnapala on the bench then for Hertfordshire Mavericks.
A miss there from Rhea Dixon, but lovely rebounding there from Katie Harris, and that's what you need if you're going to take those long shots, just in case they don't go in. You want your other shooter under the post, boxing out for those rebounds.
So a minute 20 left then of the power play for Hertfordshire Mavericks. Kat Ratnapal is down on that Mavs bench, and Kat, I don't know if you can hear me down there, I saw the run for the golden buzzer. Do you think you played it right in going late with that buzzer? We can't hear from Kat at the moment. We're hoping to hear from her. We'll hear from her a little bit later, but she certainly, I don't want you to put words in her mouth, Pam, but she certainly has made the right move.
Yeah, and she's going to be happy. Look at the scoreline, 17-8 to Mavericks. And just in their golden buzzer phase.
Throwing outside.
4 minutes left of the match. 30 seconds left then of the power play for Hertfordshire Mavericks. This for a 3 points, just dropping over, and that's kind of been the story of it so far for Surrey Storm.
Indeed, and with the time ticking down now, you're going to have to go for those long bombs, and Rhea Dixon just puts it away there. They're gonna need those extra points to try and pull back again the Mavericks scoreline.
6 goals in it. This for another 3 though. And they've put them away like child's play, Mavs, during this match so far. But not for the moment for Hertfordshire Mavericks. And that's the end of their power play. But Mavs already with that 6-goal lead here at the O2 in London.
Manage obstruction, goal attack.
Storm with ball in hands then, and again that wall, that purple wall of Mavs just standing firm.
Oh, the defence has been awesome this game. Really made it difficult. Another overshoot there from Storm.
I was watching them practice Storm before the match, and every single one of those is going in. Is it pressure? Is it first game out?
I think both of those, exactly that. When it's very different when you're practicing and you've got no defender on you, to when you come on, step on that court, and the pressure of the game, and you know your whole team are watching you and willing for you to get those balls in.
Changes happening all over court. We've got Lindsay Keeble coming back on for Hertfordshire Mavericks at goalkeeper. her side up the other end at the moment. But here comes Surrey Storm again. This first match of the British Fast 5 All-Stars here at the O2. Jo Tripp. Ball just finding its way in again, but this will be just the one if it comes off.
Contact.
Back out for 3. They need the 3. She'll go from here, just off the back of the post again. Each time it's been a bit of an all and an half for Storm.
Yeah, exactly that. And when you've got those two, Lindsay Keeble and Kwasi, coming at you on their jump.
Reminder, both sides use their power play in this one. Mavs just waiting that bit longer, and uncharacteristically, really, the ball heading off court. Much less whistle we've seen in this first game. The umpires wanting to advance at every opportunity and create that advantage.
Yeah, definitely. And they said that right at the start when they had the team talks with all the managers of the different teams, just to say we're going to let this game flow. There's going to be a lot of advantage plays, but if it is dangerous play, we will, of course, blow it.
This side, that's it.
We've got the teams around the court throwing that ball back on quickly, recycling it, keeping that play up.
No chance for rest, even when the ball goes off court.
Quick hands again.
Obstruction, keeper, 3.
Obstruction just called. Back in the three-pointer, just over a minute left. And this to bring the 20 up. When you're chatting to your team, what sort of points are you aiming to get on the board? I mean, it's easy when you've got someone up there slotting them through every time.
Yeah, it's about, as I said, ticking the scoreboard over, but then also when you feel it as a shooter, you know when you're on. And when you can just turn and go to the post and you know it's just going to switch, keep putting those up.
There's Camilla Buchanan. Got the call against her, wasn't happy. Now, we've not seen Camilla play since about 1902, but she's back out on court. She knows everything, smileys, emojis. She's down with the kids, she's all right. Off-lays that one, just goes over the back.
Yeah, she's very experienced, and she really leads on the court. She talks a lot to her teammates, and then she causes disruptions like that to get a Mavericks ball.
Yeah, she faked going for that one. Yeah. Knew it was going off. Great burst of pace, Camilla Buchanan. We see her play around the London teams.
Yeah, and she's got such good vision. Oh, she's on the edge.
Unable to hang that one on. She's trying to confuse us because she's got drain on her back, but it hasn't drained the team tonight. Hertfordshire Mavericks came into this one with a little bit of feist against their rivals, Surrey Storm, and they come out with that win.
Yeah, really good performance from them. As you saw, Storms didn't use their power play to the best of their ability. It let Mavericks kind of keep ticking the scoreboard over, and then when it came to their power play, they were able to slot them away.
So we've seen already in this first match how crucial that golden buzzer is going to become.
Oh, so crucial. Well, it's the difference between 5 and 10 points, 3 and 6, 1 and 2. Do the maths.
Let's get some reaction with Gail.
Thanks very much. Well, how was the first 12 minutes of Fast 5 for you, Kat?
Wow, it's intense. I don't know if you heard me on the mic. Apologies if you did, but it's intense. It's fast. It's furious. It's exciting. I don't even know what the end score was, but it was, fantastic. It's great to play in this fantastic arena. It's an awesome game. It's really exciting.
And sitting next to you was Mary Wire, and she's been a bit of a secret weapon because she's been helping your shooters hit these long bombs, hasn't she? And that was absolutely key for you out there, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Mary's been phenomenal coming in and working with the girls, and just having her, to work with has been really great. We've been bouncing off each other well, so it's been awesome.
Massive confidence going forward?
Oh, absolutely. Well, this game, who knows what can happen? It can literally go either way at any time. So confidence, we'll take the win and move on to the next.
Thanks very much, Kat. Tanya, you had a little harsher introduction to First 5. How do you assess those first 12 minutes for you? Is it what you expected?
Pretty much a blur, really. Look, it's all about having fun, and it's not a game that we're all used to, but really enjoying the concept. And the girls are just relishing having the opportunity to play in such an environment.
We noticed that you were changing from very, very early on. Was that pre-planned? What did you hope to get from that?
Trying to get fresh legs on all the time. Don't know if it quite worked for us, but we'll reassess for the next game. It's a must win the next game to carry on in it. Just soaking up the atmosphere. It's a great concept.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. We'll see you later. Thanks, Tanya.
A little bit of local bragging rights already decided in match 1. Hertfordshire Mavericks beating Surrey Storm. Up next, Manchester Thunder against Loughborough Lightning. The underdogs, Manchester Thunder, of the Superleague in 2017 against a team who were the regular season winners. Here's the Thunder team, and Helen Housby and Sarah Bayman, they're 2 All-Stars returning from playing down under. They start at centre and at goal shooter. For Loughborough Lightning, coached for the final time by Karen Atkinson. Some real strength in their team, notably Peace Proskovia at goal shooter and Stoltziner at goal attack, one of their All-Stars. Strength and ability through court that Loughborough Lightning have, but there's a spirit in that Thunder side, Pamela Cookie.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, you look at that Thunder team, Kerry Almond, Emma Dovey, Sarah Bayman, Catherine Turner, goal attack of the season last year, Helen Housby, England, goal shooter, goal attack. It's pretty sick on both teams.
Ha! Let's not see any of that on court. They'll spend ages mopping it up. Sarah Bayman then with the fast hands to get Thunder underway in that familiar colours for Bayman. She's captained this side to Super League glory, and she's back again, this time in London. Housby was offering as Bayman on the edge of the circle. A reminder, both sides, 12 minutes they'll play. They've got the golden buzzer, which will double up the points inside the circle. But first one on the board for Manchester Thunder and Helen Housby. Panagari then at centre. Proskovia getting her hands on the ball early on.
And Renski Stoltz here from South Africa. She's coming as their goal attack for Loughborough Lightning. Didn't make their senior international squad, but we have seen her in the green and gold of South Africa before. Oh, and she goes for the three-pointer, but it just dribbles out.
There's the reach, though, of Proskovia to make sure it stays in the hands of the purple.
Second time in.
Big score for Lightning, 3-1 lead.
A lovely defensive play by Vicky.
Oh, Sola with the ball, and Lightning again. Karen Atkinson keen to blood the younger players through, but when she has such experience, particularly up this end, as Stoltz goes for this one. Where's she been all my life? Three-pointer through.
No fear at all.
6 plays 1. No golden buzzer yet. I'm watching the benches for any twitch. Did think both these sides would go early. Here goes Housby. Can she do the same? Of course she can.
First touch of the ball, first shot up, in it goes.
She's desperate to win this one for her side.
25 grand prize money. Who's not?
25 grand to the winner, 20 to the runner-up. The losing semi-finalists get 12.5 grand. 1 win, you get 10. 5,000 if no wins. So well worth turning up. 1 win to progress through, possibly to the semi-finals. This another one, and rolls around it in. She's not bad.
She is on fire. 5 points, right on the edge of that circle.
4 plays 11, and no power play yet. I reckon we'll see a 10. Bayman, go for it from there. What's she made of? With the 3 for 10, it just rolls off. Housby gets a hand to it, but Lightning with the call.
Oh, lovely defense there from Catherine Turner, but can't quite get it to a Thunder hand.
Panagari to Proskovia. We've seen her shoot from distance during the Super League. Great restarting. Panagari manages to carry it on. And Stoltz to finish that one off. Could have been the move of the match so far, of the tournament so far, but this for 3. There she goes again.
They keep on the court on the back line from Panagari. The 3 from Stoltz. Wow.
14 plays 4 then. This from Housby for the first 5 points. Her feet were on the edge. She got that one in.
Yeah, she does.
9 plays 14 then. This for another 3-pointer for Loughborough Lightning. And she sinks it again.
Wow, 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 wow.
9 plays 17 with that 3-pointer that just went in. There's Housby. Back out, just tries to find it. So 17-9 again, no golden buzzer yet. Both benches just having a little look along, whether one of them will go for it. Keep an eye on that. That's the umpire wandering past it at the moment. She's not going to press it. This for a 5-pointer, decides not to, offers it back. Another 5-pointer, she sets herself, she steadies there with a rainbow off the back, and Proskovia just couldn't keep that one in. She get the pass from the back of it, back out then to Stoltz. Stoltz, who's come in for the All-Stars on this one, and another 3-pointer, and the 20 up then. And The golden buzzer has been hit by Karen Gregg of Manchester Thunder. We're into their 2-minute power play. All their points doubled then. Bayman with it, steadies herself. There's a pause. Helen Housby throws that one back. She's looking, I think, for a 5-pointer. She's trying to set herself up to it. She knows that a 5 could play 10. Here goes Housby! There we have the 10. They're back to within 1.
She really set that up. She was holding her space right on the edge of the circle. And there she is again on the defence. But wow, what a shot that was.
Minute 23 left for Manchester Thunder on their power play, but it's Loughborough Lightning with their hands on the ball at the moment. A reminder, they can't hit that golden buzzer whilst it's in the power play of the opposite side. Great hands, good defence. Bayman managing to get onto it too. Can she keep it going? Just over a minute left on the power play for Manchester Thunder. Just the one goal in it. Housby couldn't hang on to that one. Now what do they do? Do they blink? Go for a simple 1 becoming a 2. Housby again just moving around the edge of the circle and offering herself. She's confident.
So Sasha, what does this mean?
A reminder, that's the player that won the Superleague in the dying seconds before. On her backside, she'll get back up. 35 seconds left of the power play, so that's a 2-pointer then. That goes into Manchester Thunder 21, play 20 after that 2-pointer. There's Proskovia. Back out to Stoltz. Good movement again, Pam, and everywhere you look, there's something happening.
Oh yeah, it's just so quick, so quick.
15 seconds left of the power play for Thunder. They won't get it back down court. And Proskovia. Reminder, they haven't hit it yet. They haven't hit their power play.
No. Not known for her long shots, piece Proskovia, but still going for those shots.
So they need it when they got Stoltz in great form. Thought she would take that one.
Exactly so.
That's the end of the power play, but now they've hit it. They've hit it themselves. So now Loughborough Lightning have their 2 minutes, and that one was hit within
the buzzer
power play.
Yeah, definitely. The buzzer was pressed before she scored, so that one should count as within their power play. 2 points.
2 points. That she went for 1. She got the 2. 21 plays, 22. So with that golden buzzer, it's gone up to 21-26.
Is Peace going to go for it? The game certainly gets faster with this power play activation.
Edge of the circle. They're still in that power play.
So contact on the edge of the circle there by Gabby Marshall. So the 5-pointer, boom!
You know what 5 means? 10's up, and surely that's going to pull them further away from Manchester Thunder. They're going to have to keep going for those 5s inside. 21 plays 36. And Housby knows she's got to find herself in those 5-pointers. Maybe she doesn't need to, just off the back.
Yeah. Contact called there. And Thunder really, they're getting the ball under the post, but they're looking to play it back out to get into those higher scoring zones.
Turner again just unable to get it through, and just feel like with the 30 seconds left of the power play for Lightning, this one going beyond Manchester Thunder at the moment, looking to move quickly to the edge. 1 could play 2, could have gone for the early, but she'll go for the 3. Time still on the clock, just over the edge. Stoltz again. Whether this one will go in, settles herself, still has time. She'll have to go. 10 seconds left on it. It's almost like she heard it off the back of the post.
But a contact called there by Beeskins under the post. And they pass it straight out again. Oh, and she just misses again. End of the power play though.
Both power plays done. Both golden buzzers done. There are subs waiting on the side. Karen Gregg looks like she'll try and change things for Manchester Thunder. Still a lot to work, but it's the great defence of Loughborough Lightning that's really pushed their side forward.
Yeah, definitely. Really made it hard for Thunder to be able to shoot better than Housby on the edge of the circle, just when you need her to score.
They're back within 10. They got those 3 minutes on the clock. 2 5-pointers from Housby would do it. You wouldn't put it beyond her, but they'll need to get that ball off Lightning. Such a short handling from Lightning in this match so far.
Yeah. Quick change on there. Beth Cobden, England international, coming on at goal defence. Stoltz.
Stoltz with a 5er.
What do we think?
I've seen the new fiver. It's not bad. She's never missed before.
Oh!
I'm saying you talked her into that one. She even clapped you. Slow hand clap. This is really just take their side.
Nice play though. Nice play though from Lafayette. They're delaying the play but still moving forward. So not giving Thunder the opportunity never to be able to score.
26-39. Housby then for the first of those 5, just off the back and can't get back in Thunder hands. It's a much higher scoring game than you thought.
Yeah, definitely, and I think it's been so great to watch in terms of both teams are really trying to attack this game. And it's just been those sinking shots from Renski Scholt that has kept Loughborough ahead, and with this margin.
Big, strong upper body then from Clinton, just trying to find a way through. There's Housby again. She'll go for the 5 and just off the back.
But she's got a penalty. Obstruction called on the goalkeeper, so she gets another go. Oh! It's getting close.
Plays 39. Minute and a half left. When you're in 12-minute matches, that's plenty of time to get back down that other end.
Yeah.
If they can get hold of that ball.
And this is where you now try and hold up the play, but still attack the game.
Another 5-pointer.
Oh, and it rolls out. But a contact called on Kerry Almond. Again, eating up the time, not allowing Thunder to be able to get down the court and get those goals in.
There's another 3-pointer, and she's been like a metronome, and that really has done the damage for Lightning.
Oh yes, it has.
Good hands then from Housby. Her team need the 5. What seems to be a difference from that first match that we saw Mavericks win is both sides willing to put up those shots from further out, going for it.
Definitely, and you have to take those chances. You have to go for it, otherwise the other team will.
Sarah Bayman back on at centre for Manchester Thunder. 30 seconds left there.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Loughborough Lightning just playing this ball around, keeping possession. But Thunder there on the defense, and a nice pick up by Sarah Bayman. Oh! Amy Clinton just couldn't hold on to it, and it goes back to Loughborough hands.
Too many baby wipes. What you need from that is a bit of grit on your hands to hang on to it.
Yes.
I'm just passing you tips for when 7 stars are on court.
Thanks.
1.
Last second of this one, 11 goals the difference, 31 plays, 42, and it's Loughborough Lightning who'll go on to play the winner of 7 Stars Wasps. Could be an NSL rematch. Enough of that then. Manchester Thunder will play the losers of that one. What did you experience from that match?
Oh, well, that was just pure shooting masterclass from Renski Scholt there at the goal attack position. Karen Atkinson choosing to leave her on for the whole game at goal attack, and she showed why. She was just turn in, shoot, turn, shoot, turn, shoot.
That match had a little bit of everything, Gail.
Well, it was a phenomenal performance. How was it for you out there?
Thank you. I really enjoyed myself, and with shooters like that, with a rebound, you can take shots with confidence.
Every time the ball left your hand, did you just know it was going in? Did you just have one of those days?
Well, I hope it's one of those days, then it will be a good day. Well, I've been training really hard, so I'm just glad it went in.
Oh, well, congratulations, very well shot there. Thank you. And Helen, you were so excited, weren't you, about being back in the yellow and black? Didn't quite work out, but you still nailed some of those 5-10 pointers out there.
No, we didn't win, but I think we were just getting a bit of cobwebs out there. You know, it's quite nerve-wracking to come into this arena and play a completely different game. But yeah, I had so much fun out there, you know, going for the big ones. That's what it's all about, so yeah.
Can't write you lot off either, can you? You've got to do it a little bit of a harder way, but you're ready, raring, and believe you can be back in the final and lifting that tournament?
Oh, definitely. I think any Thunder team that goes out there is wanting to win and believes they can win. So yeah, we're going to come out hard.
Yeah, well played. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
If you're only just joining us, where have you been all my life? 3 matches in. The next one, the third, see 7 Stars with some great strength through their team. The likes of Holtzhausen, of Cardwell, Mweni, 2 big international players. and a bit of local rivalry. They're up against Wasps, the winners of the Super League, the 7-player game, of course, in 2017. But they're 5s. They pick Rachel Dunn, Hannah Reid, Josie Huckle, Pamela Cookie. You know this Wasps team, having played with most of them at Surrey Storm. They've opted not to have All-Stars in, but they've got that quality that have played together.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They're reigning champions. I'd say that's pretty much an All-Star team as well.
Pamela Cookie, part of our All-Star team here on Sky Netball, bringing you the British Fast 5 All-Stars. You didn't bring the sweets. Wasps then with their hands on the ball, familiar defensive end. A reminder, just the 5 players on court, so we've wiped out the wing attack, we've wiped out the wing defence, just that shooting and defensive ends and that all-important centre. We haven't seen any players sin bin so far. We have seen the golden buzzer used. This is where teams get a 2-minute power play to double their points. Wasps have their first 3 points on. Tamsin Greenway, their coach, employed in that one.
Yeah, Georgia Fisher there, showing some confidence and some calmness in that 3-point zone.
7 stars on the board.
Sam Bird then, the coach of Stars, the new coach in at Stars for today and for the coming season as well.
Yeah, she was an assistant coach last season and she stepped up now to the head coach role.
Wasps with their specially designed dresses for the occasion here at the O2. Rachel Dunn going for a 5-pointer. Just misses that one. Rachel Dunn was part of that England side that won at international level with England the Fast 5 tournament.
Yes.
Who else was supposed? Fastnet at the time. Who else was part of that then?
Me.
Yeah, all right. I was watching. Does that count?
Definitely take it. No, really great experience to win a gold for England.
5 again. Just comes off. Out of all the teams we saw warming up, actually, Wasps were going for the long ones the most.
Yeah, though, want to love the excitement of the game, don't they? You want to practice, you want to try it out, because if you can't do it in practice, how can you expect to do it when the game starts?
Give us that insight then. As we go for a 3-pointer for Stars, what have you said to your attacking end, being a former, someone who did well up that end?
Just be calm. You got to mix it up. You got to be careful when you go for those long ones. But if you're confident, you feel you got it in it, definitely go for it. And make sure you've got someone under the post ready for the rebound.
We've got roll-on, roll-off subs, and we're seeing potentially coming on at centre, standing in the subs box at the moment. We'll go there in just a moment. This for a long shot. Oh, I just missed the 3-point. No golden buzzer yet, by the way. We're going to see Nat Haythornthwaite come on.
Yeah, normally see her in a wing attack, goal attack position. Not seen her in a centre position before, so very interesting.
Let's see how she performs. She's got a hand on the ball. And we've got the golden buzzer then. Here we go for Wasps for the power play. 3 plays 1. Fisher goes for this one, it'll be 10. She'll go for it, all right. Can she sink it? Not enough distance on that one. Haythornthwaite, will she go for it? Not in a position she knows? Nah, she'll go back to Dunn. Dunn will lay it off for the 3. This to become 6.
This is where you need to be disciplined on it. You don't want to be giving shooters free shots because then they go and do that.
3 points become 6 and Wasps go 9-1 up. 1.5 minutes left of their power play, of their double points. Oh, taken out by your own player. Did you coach that one? Was that straight out of the Pamela Cookie rule book?
That's one of those situations where I'm going to go, I'm not coach.
Oh, there's a 10-point! Haythornthwaite puts her hands in the air. She had absolutely nothing to do with that, but she was taking every bit of credit.
Georgia Fisher there, lining it up and sinking it through.
19 plays 1. Oh, anything you can do, we can do, but just with half the points.
Yeah, go on, Ellie Cardwell.
Ellie Cardwell makes it 19-6. 19 plays 6. 4 minutes on the clock. 40 seconds left of the power play. That was a bit ambitious. Try another go at that one. This for a 5 to be converted to a 10. No defenders to think about, just the post. Oh, Rachel Dunn couldn't gift wrap that underneath. Taken out by the post and the net too. 20 seconds left of the power play. Oh, that one's off court. They'll have to be quick if they can get that. demanding it quickly, Wasps. 13 seconds left of the power play. Can they move it quick through court? Go for it from there. No, she won't. Rachel Dunn, she'll have a go from here. She'll have
she's
to.
going for it.
Little settle. Just looked, it was offline from where we were. She didn't have the spirit measure out for that one. End of the power play for Wasps. 7 Stars haven't used theirs yet. Looking for a signal from Pamela Cookie. That's not coming. Who's designated on your bench to be the runner?
Sam Bird, I think it is, as coach.
Sam Bird then. Oh, she was showing off her stretches and her lunges earlier. And there goes Sam Bird. She presses the buzzer then for 7 Stars. Anything from here on in for the next 2 minutes is double points. 1 becomes 2. There's the first on the power play. 8 plays 19. A minute and 3/4 left of that power play, but it's Wasps with their hands on the ball. 6.5 minutes left. This for a chance to play match 5, Loughborough Lightning for the winners. Rachel Dunn settles herself. This just for 5 points. And again, just off range from Rachel Dunn. Should be allowed to reset and have another go. What happens with the ball going off? And this is the only way really that clock can count down.
Yeah.
Feeds it back out to Fisher. This for 3 then. And just drops that one. Rachel Dunn tries to keep it in again, but can't. 7 Stars then will build from the back of the court. Tamsin Greenway's charges with the lead at the moment, 19-8. Let's see if we can hear what she's saying on the bench.
Go. Goal attack. Now, play it around, play smart, play normal. Play it around, play normal, play smart. Use it!
There's a T-shirt coming out soon. Play it around, play it smart, play it normal.
Exactly.
Rachel Dunn, is she heeding those words?
Rachel Dunn, heed words and play it around.
I mean, she's the smartest person I know, Rachel Dunn.
Exactly. Scientist.
Her job as a scientist, but not such smarts then. 8 plays 19, but Wasps have their hands on the ball. May's come on in that central position. That Haythorne-Thwaite off. A short-lived experience. Involves celebrating a 10-pointer, but she did that well. May back to Dunn.
Yes!
What more do you want to see from your Stars team then, Pamela?
A bit more discipline on the through court. I think we've thrown a lot of ball away back to the opposition off the sideline. So it's just taking care of possession to then get it down for the shooters and those shooting opportunities.
So just over 4.5 minutes left of this match. They'll need to go for the long bombs in with 7 Stars.
Definitely, yeah. We need to claw back at this 19-8 lead that Wasps have.
Could this be the first one? Who taught her that?
No.
So how quickly things can change. 19 plays 13. Plenty of time for Stars to draw this one back level.
Yeah.
Yes!
We should just cut down a bit on these penalties as well, because that's eating up the time, and you need the ball in hand, obviously, to be able to shoot. But another lovely long shot there from Georgia Fisher in that 3-point range.
Another 3 points to the tally for Wasps. 22 plays 13. Barrett did well to just reset herself then. Holzhausen again from distance.
Oh, lovely!
Comfortable, Marika.
South African international, selected for the World Fast Fives.
Yeah.
So she has that experience that he wanted to bring through.
Yeah, definitely, and just come off the obviously quad series.
She was the first South African to play in the Netball Superleague back in 2015, along with Moeni too.
Exactly, Loughborough Lightning. Another long-range shot there from Fisher.
And that Haythorne-Thwaite back on to celebrate that one too. 16 plays 25. Big quick hands. So when we're looking at 2 minutes 40 left of this match, there's another. She's been so clinical. Fisher inside that circle and outside it.
Definitely, yeah, her eye is definitely in.
So as we approach 2.5 minutes
Lovely
now.
pass there from Jodie Gibbs. Oh.
How are the legs feeling when you're on court at this stage in a 5v5?
Yeah, because even though it's 12 minutes, which is less than a quarter, because of the pace of it and the change of direction and the on defense, you're on attack so quick, it does really wear your legs out.
I was orphan about the fact your legs are worn out. Another decent shot, just coming off the back. Cardwell finds just onto the edge. Hustle again, here we go, she'll go for the long one. Just didn't bounce the right way. So, so with 12 in it now, as we're watching a couple of subs waiting to come on for Wasps, it is roll on, roll off 2.
Yeah.
Just waiting for that little break to come on 2. When you're in this point now, don't have the power play, can't get it, your heads are likely to drop, but the point is, go on and win the next game, you can still go through.
Yeah, definitely. As I say, if you win one of the 2 games, you go through to the next round. So it's definitely still all to play for. And even if you are down in this game, you still want to keep that confidence building. So still keep plugging away, still keep attacking this game. Because you never know, just a couple of 5-pointers and you're back into it.
Here goes Cardwell with a 3-pointer.
Yes, she gets it in.
And that's good as well in terms of building that confidence when they head into the next match. 19 plays 28, a minute left on the match. Rachel Dunn, who's come back onto court. Back out to Hathel and Thwaite, who was offering. Finds May at centre in her regular position.
Pink area with the goal defence.
Oh, that was Harris is back on actually.
At centre.
She was waiting for the change. It was Flanagan that's coming on, and that's seeing Amy Flanagan back on court. She's been through her injuries too.
Yeah.
Big moment for her.
Yeah, definitely. She managed to make it back for the last part of the Super League season. So coming on now. Again, it's always good after you've had an injury to know that you can come on and you don't feel anything and you're feeling good and you're playing well.
And she's one of the players that Wasps have hung on to for next season, and step forward Cardwell. She's a player to hang on to.
Oh, she is so good. When she's on, she's really on. And I think I'm going to put it down to early nerves, trying to find her eye in, but now she has got it in.
Dying seconds of this one. You'll have to go from here, Rachel Dunn, or will it be the 1 point? Buzzer surely is already gone. There's the whistle. There's the end of it. She'll be allowed to take it, though. Allowed to take it, she is. And that one then goes through the net. What a match from both sides. And your team, 7 Stars, just pulling themselves back into it, but not enough in the end.
Exactly that, yeah. No, Wasps were really good. An on-song, Georgia Fisher, as you have to say, from the shooter position.
So Wasps go on to play Lightning next. Wonder what Tamsin Greenway makes of that.
Well, Tamsin, I worked out you scored 16 in your power play, but maybe more importantly, you slowed it right down and only let them get 6. Was that the tactics?
It's hard to have tactics in this game, isn't it? It's a bit of a nightmare, 12 minutes and 2-minute power play. You just there's so much going on. But I enjoyed that to see how it flowed, and yeah, it worked out for us.
What do you build on, taking to the next game?
Today was all about having fun. This is the first step of the bigger season for us. What an amazing event to come here at the O2, get out, have a real laugh, get players on that haven't had loads of court time, just have some fun.
One of those is George Fisher we're going to speak to now. George, you had limited time, didn't you, in the Super League, but my goodness, didn't you make up for that with some of those massive goals?
Yeah. I've just been knocking them out in the garden, they've been going everywhere, my neighbours all hate me, but no, it's been worth it. Like, it feels so good, and the crowd was like, wow, and I was like, oh my God.
It goes through your minds, because it's a kind of high risk, high reward, isn't it? Which is totally different from your normal game.
I mean, I tend not to think about it, because if I think too much, then I'm just like, oh my God, but no, just try and like chill out, lay back with it all, but yeah, it's good.
Oh, well, very well played, and we'll see you a little bit later on. Thanks, George.
So that was match 3. Lightning will play Wasps in match 5. Up next in match 4, though, it's Bath up against Northumbria. I'm not going to lie to you. My watch has just told me I've done my physical exercise for the day and I need to breathe, Pamela Cookie. Good job by having an international athlete alongside me. Currently not playing. She could still do a job with Fast 5. But let's see the 2 teams who will be doing a job. First up, Team Bath, they're taking on Team Northumbria. Ebony Beckford-Chambers, an England great. You've seen her perform over the summer. She's back at that rock. Chelsea Lewis and Kadeen Corbin, both players have been known to shoot from distance. For Team Northumbria, Pamela Cookie, they have gone international quality at both ends. 130 countries around the world watching this one, and they'll recognise both ends for Team Northumbria.
Oh, definitely. They have gone in indeed. They've got Scottish players, they've got an Aussie player, they've got Kiwi players all over the shop. They've really gone in for this competition. And then we've got our English player, Sophie Hankin, playing a goal attack.
Watch out for Mikairi, for Team Northumbria. One of the real strengths for them.
Sophie Hankin.
Tanera as well, up the other end. And Sophie Hankin, coming into this Team Northumbria side, she's a player that we've seen over the years perform consistently, but not for Northumbria. They brought her in for this, and she's one of those players that was at Hertfordshire Mavericks, has been known to step up for the big occasion.
Yeah, definitely, and she's played so well in terms of that around the edge of the circle play, and then when she does see those long-range shots, she puts them up, because she's not the tallest of area. And here we see that massive take from Mikairi already for Team Northumbria, showing what she can do.
Mikairi, although she was an unused sub, she signed for next year with Sunshine Coast Lightning, and she's one of those players that just this season has won it down under. Good quality, but Chelsea Lewis managing to stick that one.
Yeah, Chelsea Lewis is a solid player, very high shooting percentages.
One plays one. Early stages of this one, neither side has used their golden buzzer. 12-minute matches for each of these sides. 2 wins and you go straight through to the semi-finals, but we're in the first stages. This match 4 of these opening matches. Hankin from distance.
Long ball out.
Not far off that one.
Good hustle there in the centre third, but Vitona getting pulled for contact.
They've come all guns blazing. They've started real strong.
Oh, lovely take! Mikairi again!
Takes the ball, takes the player, takes her team up the other end. 6'4", Kiwi, big experience in the game.
So much hustle out there.
Showing as well at centre that she can hustle it too.
Definitely. Imogen Allison, one of our young under-21s, played in the World Cup. Centre for Team Bath currently. Hankin gone again for that long shot for a risk, but Danica there, she's a basketball player. She's been playing over in Europe this year, so you're going to be thinking, you can't use the backboard. Netball, no backboard, but the skills on the ball, I think, is
she
what
might
they
not
take
need
for.
it.
Exactly. 3-pointers, you swish, don't they?
Pamela Cookie alongside me. You've played with majority of these players out on court now. You know there's quality out there too. Corbin quick hands. They've all got this ability. Lewis in particular.
Oh.
We've seen her put them in during the regular season, not least when there's 3 points under her feet.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just a case of waiting to see which
just a little bit further out.
Power play was it first, Sasha? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the power play. Let's see which team goes ahead first, and whether they can score.
Just playing it safe at the moment.
Yeah.
Picking that board over.
Lovely hands there from Kadeen Corbin. The one touch.
You might just hear over the loudspeaker her sister Sasha's on the microphone inside the arena commenting on her sister's performance. She just went, oh, and she just shouted, shot. That was her sister with a ha-ha as well. A little bit sinister.
Goal attack, that's intentional obstruction, it's a penalty.
Oh, and there we have first change for Team Bath. I think that was going to happen anyway, even though she was called for a little bit of an obstruction.
Hankin's going to get a chance to respond.
Kadeen Corbin working on getting it, but she's looking to come back on again in that goal shooter position, I think it is, as she's heading into the box. But Asha Francis on at goal attack for Team Bath.
There goes the golden buzzer.
Has been set by Team Northumbria. 2 minutes.
Oh, Sophie Hankin slots it just after the buzzer.
It was Melissa Hyman, former coach of Wales, who went and hit that buzzer, and she timed it perfectly. She sees her side go 2 ahead. Just over 1:30 left of the power play then. So a reminder, any points they get in this will be doubled.
Yeah.
And how Team Bath can stop them. Going for another 6.
Just off the back, they'll play it out long. She manoeuvred herself back into a 3-pointer, comes 6-pointer.
Overdoes on that one.
7 minutes of the match left, 1:10 left of the power play. 6 plays 8. Northumbria want to get that hand back on ball, but great defence and great movement from Team Bath. The little 1-2, this for a 3 points for Corbin.
Oh, that was a lovely play down the court. Such speed, but such control at the same time. And then Kadeen Corbin finishing it off at the end.
Big hands needed, strong moment.
Throwing Bath off the goal attack.
Lovely defence there from Beckford Chambers.
You've got Gusketh in there, you've got Beckford Chambers in there. Great height. They're standing up well to that Northumbria attack at the moment. Seen Alison go off.
Goal attack, contact.
Nearly the end of the power play, just 20 seconds. They've done well to marshal this at Team Bath.
Again, lovely give and go there from Kadeen Corbin to Mia Ritchie at centre position. She's having a lovely game.
Dying seconds, need to be quick. She'll have to shoot from here. I wonder if she knows how long's left on the buzzer. She's gone for the shot. But that one won't double up. That would just be the one from that one. Buzzer had already gone. So we haven't seen the power play yet then from Team Bath. They did well to ride out that power play from Northumbria and to extend their lead.
Exactly, very well.
Defending extremely well.
Which is what we're seeing, isn't it, Sasha? The defence just heats right up.
The defence has to do so much work when that power play is on.
You have to hit the power play and use it within the 10 minutes, which means they have to hit it before the 8-minute mark for it to work.
Yeah, and if a team hits it, say 6:50, it means the other team can't have their shot.
Yeah, I see you've been studying it.
I have. I've been reading up. That's probably my only rule.
Essentially, just go and hit the buzzer.
Yeah.
Someone from Bath.
Oh no! Layla Gusketh was coming off the court.
Have you ever seen that?
That was amazing. She kept it on and then went off for the interchange.
It was like when you have to really quickly change after you've been swimming. Towel wrap round you, off with the cosy, on with the rest of you. And she kept her side going through.
That's
11
great
plays
play.
9.
Great play. Even though you're coming off, you're still watching the game and you still know what's going on.
She's a doctor. I'd let her operate on me. Here's that moment again then. Takes the ball, delivers the ball, changes her bib and off. Just the 1 goal in it. 1, 3 and 5 points on offer. If you hit your buzzer, those double up. This for a 3. Sinks the 3. Discussion going on at the moment about whether they should hit the buzzer.
Just under 4 minutes
Anna
left.
Stenbridge was hitting all sorts of things then with her notebook, just not the buzzer.
All along.
What about that for a pass then?
Chambers.
Cutting through, slicing through. Found Corbin. She'll reset again. This for the 1. Slips it in.
I'm loving watching the Team Bath bench. Anna Stenbridge and Jess will be standing up. Probably one of the only coaches standing up, ready with bibs in hand, ready to bring their team off and on.
This, the last match in the opening 4. Just misses that one. Hankin does well to keep it on court. Good agility. This for a 3-point. On again, Hankin with a give and go this time out.
Yeah. But just outside when she collects that.
For power play, it has to be taken within the first 10 minutes. So
looks like they weren't looking at the clock, Team Bath. We can see the bench at the moment. They're looking up the clock saying there's still 3 minutes left, but they have to hit the golden buzzer before the 10 minutes up. So they have to hit it at 8 minutes for it to count. It has to be in that first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So they missed it.
They
missed the chance. They've messed it up. They've got to rely on the fact at the moment just to keep that scoreboard ticking
they're
over.
just ahead, yeah. The look of confusion showing on their faces just then, but the rules were stated at the start and way before the tournament.
So just to confirm, you have to use it in the first 10 minutes, which means you have to hit it by 8 minutes to use it. They're not happy.
No.
They're explaining it to each other.
And with this scoreline so close, you'd be kicking yourself.
16-15. 2 minutes. Could this prove to be a costly error for Team Bath? 2 minutes left. 1 in it. They're recycling the ball. Corbin, does she need the buzzer? I'm going to say that's a great pass, but she'll have another go. Another shot from here. Obstruction again. How many of those will be let go? Here goes Corbin. Oh, and just off. Mikari then with the ball from the back. They'll transition through court. Northumbria, just the one in it. Can they give it up? Big moment from Beckford Chambers. Nothing else, that runs the clock down just another second. But this again, just looking at it, Pamela Cookie looks like this could be a moment where Team Bath will be sat there thinking, what have we done?
Yeah, it could.
Particularly if there's a three-point.
Oh my God, as you say it, she does it. Wow, wow, wow.
Can Bath step up? 5-time Super League winners. Just 5 players on court.
Team Northumbria 18.
Been ahead for majority of this. Now 2 behind.
They really need this one, Team Bath.
Chelsea Lewis for the 3-pointer.
Oh, she does it.
And it's in.
Stay calm, says Anna Stenbridge. Former England
Team
coach.
Bath back in the lead by 1.
If this is level
Oh,
after 12 minutes, did I talk them into that? If it's level after 12 minutes, it'll be next goal wins it. 19 plays 18. Oh, and that ball goes off. Corbin kept it on, but she did about 15 steps. Basketball's tomorrow.
Manage obstruction, we attack, goal attack.
Will Northumbria score here?
Can they score this?
Oh, big defence. Cool against her.
In the 3.
Holding onto the ball. 19 plays 18. Hankins surely will go for the 3. This to take her team in front. This to possibly win it. More seconds taken off. She'll hand over the start. This for a 5-point. She stepped outside. She believes in herself.
Oh, you just needed 1 point and you would have drawn it with 12 seconds to go, but she went for the big one. Oh!
This from Hankin. Will she go for it? She'll give and go. She'll go for the feed. No, she can't give it in. It was a moment that was a risk for Team Bath, but it's a moment that pays off. We don't need no golden buzzer. Bath with a win.
Wowzers, wowzers. Oh my God, what a game. Northumbria had it in their taken just to get it at the end, but Team Bath come through.
What was going through the mind of Anna Stenbridge? Here's Gail.
Yeah, so we're going to find out, Caroline, because Anna, you won it, but you very nearly didn't. What on earth went wrong there with the power play?
That was a complete coach's error. That I take full responsibility, that credit for those guys in terms of A, getting the win and nailing those shots when they had to, but that was a complete coach's error.
In a sense, the tactics of the other team, putting it around 6 minutes, meant that you really had to act very quickly.
To be honest, we even spoke around when we were probably going to play it. But again, yeah, just an error on our part.
You won, so you won by a point. I'm guessing that you might rethink the way that you use the power play in the future.
I think so. I think we're probably going to get a lot of jip. We talked about having fun and having some laughs and some smiles, but I think we're going to be getting a lot of jip from our team now. But yeah, credit to them for getting the win.
Just a word on Kadeen Corbin, because what a performance in her first game back. She nailed everything.
She's sensational. I really rate Kadeen. I've been a big fan of hers for a long time. Delighted she's in the blue and gold this year.
Well done for winning. I'm glad, otherwise you would probably never forgiven yourself, would you?
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Anna.
Welcome back to the O2. We've had 4 tremendous games so far, and these are the results. Mavs beating Storm. What a game it was between Loughborough Lightning, who finished top of the Super League this season, against Manchester Thunder. 7 Stars losing out to us, and finally what a close game that final one was, with Team Bath not taking their power play opportunity. And let's head to the commentary box and join Caroline.
Here we go again then, Pamela. 4 matches are done and we're now into round number 2, Lightning versus Wasps. Lightning a 42-31 win against Thunder, what's probably not even an hour ago. And Wasps, of course, with their win over Storm, 29-24. 2 wins in these first 2 rounds, you're automatically through to the semi-finals. We're up and running again.
Indeed, indeed. Not much better for these teams at all. Straight back into it, and it's so great to see. That last game, oh my God. So wanting to see again something similar for this game coming on now.
So Lightning on the charge. Caroline and Pamela took you through the point situation. Your old hands now, netball fans, watching this Fast 5 here. And first points on the board for Loughborough.
Yeah, starts there. She's starting where she finished off in that last game, sinking those shots. She was phenomenal. Loughborough are going to need her again in this game.
Wasps respond.
So Wasps, Super League champions, of course, in their debut season. Tamsin Grimway on the bench, leather jacketed up today. Looking for more of the same.
And
Super netball. And some good shooting. So Loughborough trying to penetrate the defence of Wasps.
Nice play there from Stoltz. On the edge of the circle, swings it around, gets herself into a better shooting position. Draws the contact. Oh, it just misses out on the shot.
Get another chance.
Second chance.
Boom.
Oh, yes.
He's done it again.
6 playing 3 in match number 5.
What happened in the last match?
If they use the power play earlier, they will definitely put a lot of pressure on the other team.
Cross court, nice little bounce pass into Fisher.
Contact there on the rebound from Dunn. Gives Loughborough the ball.
So the clock ticking away. Under 10 minutes now in this round 5 match, or match number 5, we should say, at the British Fast 5 All-Star Championships.
Long shot.
Oh, nearly there from Josie Huckle, coming out on the fly, but Peace Prascovia, oh, long shot not going through, but a nice rebound from Hannah Reid, and Wasps on the counter-attack.
Oh.
Power play, Wasps.
Oh!
And a shot just after the power play. Manager there. She's going, it was in the power play.
So here we go then, you see the flashing golden buzzer in the centre of the court. 6 playing 3, it's about taking the advantage in this power play. We've seen mistakes already from Team Bath in misjudging their 2-minute power play.
Yeah, definitely. Teams aren't going to want to do that again now they've seen it, at least.
Long shot. Oh, a beautiful shot. Oh,
amazing there from Renski.
Such a different dynamic in this Fast 5, a concept, of course, brought up here in the British Super League from Down Under. Wasps due to make some changes. Haythorne Thwaite now on at centre. Their squad has depth. They didn't bring in any overseas stars, of course, Wasps, in this Fast 5, choosing 2 of their own, unlike some of the other Super League teams. Such depth from the Super League champions.
Yeah, definitely. Some really phenomenal players in that squad, and they're using it again in this game.
45 seconds of the power play.
Loughborough Lightning trying to use up the time, but footwork called there on Stoltz. Gives the play back to Wasps.
30 seconds left of the power play.
The power play ticking down, and another wonderful shot.
Georgia Fisher there getting 6 on the board.
20 seconds left now of power play.
The power play ticking down. Wasps an 8-goal advantage.
Nice there.
10 seconds left of the power
play. Good defensive
play.
pressure. But it gives the ball back to us to be able to take advantage of this power play.
Officially over for
Well,
Wasps.
great defensive play by Peace Prascovia. Vitality Netball Super League Player of the Year, voted recently. Such a wonderful season she had for Loughborough Lightning. 812 goals she netted. She's poised, she's ready, and she's needed, but she couldn't keep it in.
But she gets the contact call, so she gets the shot under the post, but she passes it out. They want to go for these bigger point shots. They're not down with just the 1-pointers.
All the teams warming up. We're trying the long shots. Well, they're the coaches. Karen Atkinson on the left. Her final match in charge of Loughborough Lightning before she hands the reins over. On to pastures new is Karen Atkinson. How much would she love to be the British Fast 5 All-Stars champions here at the O2? Good girl, Becca. You can hear the instructions being yelled. Just over 6 minutes remaining in match number 5 here. Remember, Lightning had a win, Wasps had a win. 2 wins in these opening rounds. You go straight through to the semi-final. Here she goes.
Boom! Peace Pascovia. Karen is happy with that one.
6 minutes remaining.
It's level. 19-all with an intercept from Loughborough Lightning.
Are you making of this match, Sasha?
It's got everything.
Nice control play there. She couldn't go forward, so she went back. Lovely roll there from Peace Pascovia. Stoltz on the edge again. She draws the contact. She lines it up. She draws another contact.
Oh, beautiful stuff. The experienced South African. Long shot accuracy. Her role model's a certain Pamela Cookie.
Oh, she's been phenomenal. So good.
But look at this now, 24 playing 19. Just over 5 minutes remaining. Which of these two teams are going to guarantee a semi-final place here in the Fast 5 All-Stars?
Can Georgia Fisher take advantage of Fran Williams' intercept?
Just re-signed Georgia Fisher for the Wasps team next season, still just 18 years old. England under 21, part of the team in the summer that did so well at the Netball World Youth Cup. Here we go.
Golden buzzer, power play.
Here we go. I think this is going to heat the game right up.
There's your purple clock in the left-hand side of the screen. The 2 minutes are ticking away now for Loughborough Lightning. They're 4 goals ahead.
But they're trying to extend this even more.
The long shot queen.
Oh, but a lovely rebound from Peace, and still they've gone out for the long one.
Pascovia, the Ugandan, in the 3-point zone.
Just short. This is the tactics you have to play, so it seems like their bench has said go for those long shots in your power plays. But when you're up 24-20, for me personally, I'd like to see maybe a few of those shorter ones just to keep that scoreboard ticking over. Because if you don't score in your power play, like for me, wasted.
They want to get the extra points.
Do you think
double points? 1 means 2, 3 means 6, 5 means 10. I don't have to tell you that, guys, in the power play. The points are even more vital. She steps inside the 3 zone, does Fisher.
And she doesn't miss
But not too self. I mean, that was a pretty massive shot.
Under 4 minutes remaining then before our first semi-finalist is guaranteed here at the O2 Arena.
Oh, nearly there from Fran Williams. Another long shot coming up, and another obstruction. And 10 points! What's happened there?
Well, umpire.
Transverse line.
All right, so caution called from the back, and so the next umpire has to advance it because it's now in their end of the court, if that makes sense.
So no official warnings in Fast 5.
Obstruction, back to camp.
But dangerous play, or a little word had, sin bins, 30 seconds. Just in the final few seconds, Fisher tried to get a 10-pointer, didn't she, for Loughborough Lightning? But look at the lead they've now extended, Pamela. 34 playing 23, under 3 minutes remaining.
Great lead. It was that double pointer of that 5-point shot in the power play has really put them in a great position.
So Loughborough Lightning in match 5, in control, 17 wins out of 18 in the Super League season. They finished on top, of course, in the regular season of the Super League, lost the final to Wasps, but it really was a super year, the best year that Loughborough Lightning have ever had in the Super League. And they're showing some good stuff here today at the O2.
Oh.
Last little bit, that's push, good girl, friend.
Tamsin Greenway looks on, she looks up at the clock. 2 minutes remaining in this round 5 match.
Anything can happen in this game, anything. 2 minutes is enough to pull it back, or 2 minutes is enough to seal it, so it's all to play for.
Well, we've seen the different tactics. Wasps use their golden buzzer early doors. Loughborough Lightning have come back. And at the moment, have an 11-goal advantage, just over 90 seconds remaining.
Incorrect setting.
Oh no, you don't want to be giving one of those off the back line, foot on the line. goes over to the other team.
So Loughborough Lightning, a comfortable lead with just over 1 minute remaining in match number 5.
They're going to try and hold on to this ball now, I think. Just keep playing sensibly, bring the ball down, but then when you've got Stoltz on fire, but she fakes it, passes it off.
Not as many substitutions in match number 5 here as we've had in previous games. Remember, substitutions roll on, roll off. They can go on, they can come back on in different positions. Yeah. All one of the different innovations in our British Fast 5 All-Stars Championships here. But into the final minute of match 5 then.
Oh. Diving intercept there.
Haythornthwaite, centre for Wasps. So Loughborough Lightning are going to be the first side to guarantee a semi-final place here at the O2. A win over Thunder, a win over Wasps. Such great rivalry, as I said, in the Super League season. And a good match here, but a convincing win with 10 seconds to go for Loughborough Lightning.
Yeah, definitely. Been so good tonight. And again, Stoltz, I keep saying this, in that goal attack position, has just been keeping them in this game and ahead. And a great defensive pressure as well to stop Wasps scoring, even though George Fisher had her eye in at the start.
So 35 is the winning score for Loughborough Lightning. 23 for Wasps. You saw the delight from Karen Atkinson. And our court-side reporter, Gail, who are you catching up with?
Well, Karen is here. The arms have been waving, the legs have been thumping because you're into the semi-finals. And Karen, it's your last day in charge of this team. So how proud are you that you are now a step closer to possibly a trophy?
Yeah, super proud. I think probably most teams have come without any expectation because it's so unpredictable. But so to go straight through to the semi-finals is just brilliant, and I think we can just continue our relaxed but attacking approach and see what happens.
How have you felt today? Because you've been so part of this squad over the last little while, and to know that it's going to be the final day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with the squad for a couple more months training-wise, but it's our last competition together, so yeah, I mean, it's a little bit sad, but at the same time, I've got an exciting adventure to go to. So yeah, I just want the girls to play really creative netball and just go for it.
Just a word on your super shooter. Wow. Miss Stoltz has set fire to this arena so far today, hasn't she?
I know, I was trying to, when you're trying to recruit a team for the Fast 5, the majority we wanted to keep within our squad, but we have had a few shooting injuries in our season, so yeah, I was racking my brain and I remembered Renska competing in the quad series last year and how good she was long range, so yeah, brilliant.
Well, top marks for recruiting now. I'm just going to wander up over here. Tamsin, where do you go from here then? How do you rally the troops ahead of this one?
I think we'll be all right. Stoltz was an absolute superstar. I said this weekend there was going to be someone that was like a shooting queen. Shame she's not from England. It would have been nice for one of our English players, but I thought George Fisher was amazing in our first game as well, so it's really nice to see some people actually playing the power play, and they did it excellently.
Well, thanks very much, Tamsin. We will see you again a little bit later.
So, Natalie, next up, as Mavericks mascot entertains the crowd, the players are getting into it as well. How are we looking then in this match 5 with Miranda the Meerkat entertaining with her dancing?
I think we can expect another really close match. What's going to be interesting is obviously Team Bath has that slight flip about not pressing the buzzer. So I expect it to be very fast and furious, and I expect there to be no mistakes in this next game.
So here's as it stands then, the group stage matches 1 to 4. Remember this double elimination. If you win twice in these stages, you go to the semi. If you lose twice, you go home. And there's the scores so far then. Lightning 35, Wasps 23. That's the match we've just had, match number 5. But now, Mavericks and Team Bath. How many times have we seen this through the Super League season? But normally, of course, in the standard 7 players in a squad. But now we're into Fast 5s, and the crowd are absolutely loving this, aren't they? It really is taking off this whole weekend of mixing up the team sports of netball and basketball tomorrow.
Absolutely, this crowd is absolutely buzzing. They've been rewarded with some fantastic shooting. I think the Mavericks, one to look out for is definitely Khalifa McCollan. In that last game, she was shooting from absolutely everywhere. So I expect more of the same from her. Team Bath, we know about their defence, their range and their fast. I expect loads of interceptions and to be rewarded by the other end by Kadeen Corbin.
So there are the Mavericks. 7th in the Super League this year, 6 wins in total. Well, they're going to be pumped now, aren't they, Hertfordshire Mavericks? They've had their mascot doing a thing. A few high fives as the players come back on. So, action thick and fast here on Sky all afternoon. Mavericks and Team Bath. The umpires are ready.
Team Bath, let me hear you!
Mavericks, a 2011 win over Storm. Team Bath with that 1-goal win. But now it's match number 6, and winner goes into the semi-finals.
Yeah, this is an important match. They want to take this match. They want to try to set in those long shots. They really want to really cement everything they've been working on in training. But most importantly, they want to have fun. So I expect loads of flashy stuff happening in this game.
So, music goes down. Umpires are getting themselves in position.
I like the Warrior Pain. I think that just adds the extra edge. Patient start by Mavericks. They're really thinking about where they're going to place this ball. Possession is key, but you've got to take that ball towards that circle edge. Got to use it.
Obstruction, goal defence.
So Team Bath would have learnt from their mistakes in their first match in terms of the power play timing mix-up. They won't want that to happen again. They're not going to potentially be allowed that to happen again in this round. Yes. Match 6.
Absolutely not. But also what they can take from that is that they won without a power play, so that's confidence. Oh, and what a start by Kadeen Corbin. Great goal from the outer circle. And her sister congratulates her from the internal comms.
Kadeen Corbin back now at Team Bath. Helped them win their 5th Super League title in her final year before she went down under and played. But delighted to be back in Team Bath colours.
Yeah, she is. And I think she's really slotted in really well. She's at a really nice, confident start. Oh, Beckford Chambers went hunting for that ball. Unfortunately, didn't come out with it. She's all alone. Like for Lewis, she's eyes up the goal. She gets it. What a nice, sweet goal to open up your account with.
Well, 4 goals apiece.
Oh, good take by Kadeen Corbin in between both defenders. A much more patient start by both teams. I know they just lost possession, but you see it's a bit more measured. The first few games were definitely fast and furious. Maybe their legs are starting to hurt, I'm not sure. Or they're thinking a bit more about where they're placing that ball.
Advanced obstruction, goal attack.
Mavericks patiently working their way through the centre third, as you say, Natalie. Looking for the space. 2 less players, of course, so there is more space. But what difference does it make taking out that wing attack and that wing defence position for a player? Because surely you'd be looking for certain players in a certain part of the court.
Absolutely. It means you have to do a bit more running, Kath. Number 1. Number 2, you do have more space, but you need to start to get ready early. So a lot more pressure on getting the ball and picking where you're going to go and drive into spaces. At the moment, we're seeing a lot of good defensive efforts. Both teams are putting pressure on. And the attacking play, they have to think about where they're placing this ball.
Vantage contact, goal attack.
Good rebound there by Guska.
Vantage obstruction, goal defence.
So still 4 goals apiece. It's probably the longest spell that any squad stayed the same so far in this Fast 5 All-Star Championships. But as we're saying, both teams defensively making it pretty hard for the opposition to get in to the shooting zones.
Yeah, they're not using this opportunity to shoot. They opted for the pass. But Chelsea Lewis, she's happy in that distance. Defender got the hand to that one. I think Lindsay was a bit too close in that one. Unlucky there, not able to get that, nail that goal. Mavericks want to take this ball. Oh, unfortunately, another unforced error.
So a different kind of vibe to this match 6 here.
It's much more patient. You can see that the players are actually thinking about where they're placing this ball. They're thinking about possession. They know they need to keep that scoreboard ticking over. And I think they're almost a bit too conscious of it. They're not going for goal, not seeing the flair we saw in the earlier rounds. Let's hope Chelsea Lewis can get this one in. And what a goal.
Well, a little high five, understandably so. Another team member of Team Bath that's committed to the 2018 Super League season with the squad. Always helpful for a head coach to know who they're dealing with in terms of squad early doors. But at the moment now, Team Bath with a 3-goal advantage. 8 minutes remaining in match number 6.
unlucky not to score there. Bath want to bring this ball down the court. Got called for a held ball there. Good pressure there by Mavericks.
So the substitutes lined up left, right and centre here for Mavericks and Team Bath. They're queuing up. No one hovering around the golden buzzer yet, though. There's Layla Goskov. She's been brought off the bench. She's standing in the substitution zone.
You've got Maya Ritchie on the centre. She's fast, she's nippy. Maybe to inject some speed into that Bath attack. Kadeen's going to go for a 5 point.
Well, Corbin now in the goal attack position.
Keeper, by her side. Thank you. Away. Thank you.
Both defenders now out of play. Kadeen's still going to go for that 5 points.
There's movement, Natalie.
The buzzer has been struck, but that's awesome.
Wow.
It's Bath's
Let's see how Mavericks
power play.
try to stop the power play.
But this time we need Bath now to have possession of the ball, get it down to the shooters and take those shots.
Looks like they're opting for long shots.
Right, here we go then. The power play's been hit by Team Bath. Trying to utilise those 2 minutes.
Got Jess Shaw on from centre for Bath. Lewis is in the 3-point zone. Oh! Good goal. It went in and out and in and out and back in again. Bath want to get some interceptions now. This is where they need to go hunting. Oh, out of court. This ball needs to be driven down now by the Bath defensive unit.
So 1 minute played in the golden buzzer power play by Team Bath. 6 points have been scored, of course. Chelsea Lewis netting in the 3-point zone in this golden 2 minutes. Oh, but a bit of miscommunication and Mavericks come back with it.
Yeah, slight ball handling error there. Oh, Kadeen Corbin, she tried. Unfortunately, she's not allowed to go in the goal third. Bath are really conscious they need to go and attack the ball. Whilst they're ahead, they still are ball hungry. They want to get this possession down. Ooh. Bit too close with Bedford Chambers. Shooting's not really on for Mavericks at the moment. Bath are really capitalising on it. Nice play there by Bath, nice control, but fast through the court. And Lewis, goal to
So what a great move that was. Imogen Allison through the centre for Team Bath. Absolutely beautiful play, and right at the end of the 2 minute power play, and Bath now 19, Mavericks 5, but Mavericks are hitting the golden buzzer. They're coming back.
This is the time they need to get those points on the board. They can catch up in that lead. Held ball, she held it for too long. She did contemplate passing it. Looking back at that Chelsea Lewis goal. Good contest there.
Contact, centre.
So Mary Wyatt, one of the assistants at Hertfordshire Mavericks. All the teams had to designate and tell the officials who it was who'd be pressing the buzzer. They can't just come up willy-nilly. One person has to come and do it. It's your responsibility.
For the whole day, Kath. Don't forget that. It's for the whole day. Can't have the game off.
Allison into Corbin.
Corbin wants to shoot from close.
Oh, look at that.
Great triangle work there by Corbin, offloading it, getting it back into the inner circle, putting the shot up.
And Bath extending their lead 20 goals to 5 in the Mavericks power play.
Oh, really confident stuff there by Bath. They're really hustling, putting pressure on the shot, getting rebounds. Everybody bets for Chambers, well done, got a rebound, just as I said that. They really are treasuring possession. However, they just lost that possession, so we'll ignore that bet.
And what's happening is Mavericks, when they're given a chance and given an opportunity to score in any of the 3 zones, they're really not on point with their shooting at the moment. 3.5 minutes remaining, just 5 goals scored. You can see the frustration on Kat Ratnapala's face here.
30 seconds left of
We only can imagine what she's saying to her team. Something probably along the lines of get the ball in the net quickly. There'll be some changes, I think. There's no one in that box at the moment for Mavericks.
Advanced destruction centre.
Good drive down into the corner by Maya Ritchie. Got a slight push by Morgan Smith. Unlucky there. Koshi going for that interception. Good rebound there by Corbin. She looks so confident. Oh, Chelsea just jumps into the three-point zone. She doesn't want one, she wants three. Oh.
What's going on in there?
Well, look at that. The score, Team Bath 20, Mavericks 5. Mavs power play resulted in nil points for the purple side. Team Bath are absolutely bossing this match 6 at the moment. Remember, the winner is guaranteed a place in the semi-final. The one guaranteed place we have, obviously, is Lightning.
Yes.
Will come up very shortly with the live draws for the semi-finals. But at the moment, Team Bath, it's not a high-scoring match, this Natalie Seaton, but a 15-goal advantage and such composure, as you say. They were taking the time, Team Bath. They've been a lot more looking forward and steady in their play.
Absolutely, we just saw a really good, interesting passage of play from Dean Corbin. Get the interception, the Mavericks Koshi, she got it back again. It's all about possession. We've got Asha Francis now on for Team Bath. Nice drive to the post, and she gets that goal. Bath are doing a really good job of ticking this scoreboard over, getting points, putting it up. Mavericks are just not getting that opportunity at the moment to give their shooters a goal. Another unforced error.
Getting a bit scrappy out there.
So, 90 seconds to go in match number 6. Mavericks 5, Team Bath 21. Team Bath 4th in the Super League in the 2017 season. 11 wins they had. The 5-time champions in complete control in this match 6.
Against you. Goal defense against you.
And from the mishaps in the first match with the golden buzzer, and when they can play it, they've done it to perfection here, Team Bath.
1 minute remaining.
Oh, what a goal by Chelsea Lewis. Really confident play by the Bath shooters. They're happy to shoot from pretty much anywhere, and they're getting it in.
Taking this one away.
45 seconds to go. Team Bath, they had the best defence in the Super League last season, and it showed here today in this Fast 5 match. They've absolutely suffocated Mavericks.
Absolutely. What I think Bath have done very well is defensively they've been putting pressure on all the way through the court. In attack, they've not played so fast. They've actually been really composed on the ball. That's enabled them to get themselves in the position they were happy to shoot in. And their shooters have been absolutely outstanding. Chelsea Lewis, Dean Corbin, really have picked where they want to shoot from and have nailed their goals. Good performance here.
Here we go. 10, 9.
That ball was a bit too far for Asha Francis.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So great steal. Is it in?
Oh, unlucky.
The buzzer goes, but 26 goals. Played 5 in that match 6. An absolutely dominant display by Team Bath. So, winner of match number 6 was the Mavericks. So let's get confirmation of the score. Mavericks 5, Team Bath 26. Gail Davis, our courtside reporter. Who are you catching up with? Fast and Furious.
Well, Kadeem, it just shows you what you can do when you actually use the power play, doesn't it?
No, finally. But you know what? We stuck out the first game, and that's all that needed to do and to get that win. And we just said, whatever happens in this game, it happens. Use that power play that we want to use it for. And then, look, it just worked.
It's an incredible return for you in that blue and yellow, hasn't it? You are absolutely on it today. Did you just wake up this morning and think, yeah, I'm there?
Do you know what? This is my home, and playing here is just amazing. And the atmosphere already is just outstanding, and I'm just happy to be here. And I'm just having that fun energy, and that's what you kind of need, and just enjoy the game. It's supposed to be fun, so let's make it fun.
This one, is it good being cheered on by your sister, courtside as well? She's shouting
cheer me on because she's not in this game, but she's also not playing for my team. So, you know, she can cheer for me once in a while, but nah, I love it. It's great.
Yeah, well played, and we'll see you in the semi-finals.
Thanks. Game off.
Some of the results so far. So we've had 6 games, and Loughborough and Bath are through to the semi-finals because they've won both of their matches. It means that Wasps and Mavs still have a chance. They've won 1, lost 1. They've still got a chance to go through. They've got to win their next game, and those were the first 4 games. The next one is Surrey against Northumbria. Off we go.
So the whistle blows. Match number 7, Storm and Team Northumbria. Storm a 2011 loss to Mavericks, and Team Northumbria a 1-goal loss to Team Bath. So But we need a winner, Natalie Seaton, and the winner will play Wasps, and the loser will travel home.
Yeah, both teams do not want to go home at this point. Good start there by Katie Harris, puts the shot up, gets the board ticking over.
Surrey Storm's on the board.
Really strong defence there by Surrey Storm. All players committing to making it hard for Team Northumbria. Hankin did a really good job of getting front position on Stacey Francis. She's one of those hard defenders you just can't shake off. Not able to get the goal that time. Oh! Totally unlucky there not to get that interception and keep it on court. Oh, what a ball there by Jazz Parsons.
Contact leg, yes.
Straight into Dixon.
A warning for intimidation. No more keeper.
Good start there by Surrey Storm. 2 on the board.
2-0.
They'll be happy with that. In the first match, they're shooting really get off to a good start, so they'll be happy just to get the ball through the hoop. Unlucky there by Sophie Hankin. That's where she likes to shoot from. Sophie Hankin used to play for Maverick. She's now made the change. And those viewers that know Sophie Hankin really well, she likes to shoot from long. Oh, Rhea Dixon's going for a 5-pointer. Just a little bit short there.
So Team Northumbria are on the charge, looking for their first points in match number 7.
Big hands there by Jo Tripp, making it really hard for the shooters.
Team Northumbria back line.
Good goal there by Hankin. First ball.
So whoever
First ball, so it's just a second attempt, isn't it?
So this match is
First point on the board.
This is all to play for, just because you have to put your body on the line.
So
Storm play by Harris.
Moving the ball quicker, aren't they, Surrey Storm? Getting it down their end. The cheers from the crowd and the Surrey Storm fans here at the O2. They're stretching out now to a 5-goal-1 advantage. Under 10 minutes remaining, some substitutions starting. Nobody hovering around the golden buzzer just yet.
Contact on goalkeeper. Yes.
Got O'Hanlon on for Team Northumbria. Experienced centre position.
Surrey Storm are on a run at the moment.
Good defence there by Surrey Storm. They'll want to convert this. You definitely see in this second round of matches that all teams are being much more patient on the ball. It's less frantic, it's not as fast as we saw in the first round. They're being much more composed. Possession is so crucial in this game and giving your shooters opportunity to shoot.
Team Northumbria trying to penetrate the defence of Storm.
Shots!
What a good goal there.
So a 4-goal advantage then in match number 7.
Great interception there by Mikair. That ball was never going to get past her long, rangy arms. Oh, what you could do, I can do better, Jo Tripp says. Great interception. Katie Harris all alone in that 1-point zone. Chooses not to go for the goal. They want to get more points on the board.
Instruction.
Well, and Team Northumbria are hovering by the golden buzzer.
Okay, so
good goal there, 3 points. Rhea Dixon, just seen there, that great interception there by Jo Tripp.
So, the buzzer's been pressed. Maybe this can galvanise the Team Northumbria squad here in this match number 7.
She's going for 6.
Not able to convert that one.
See the tactics, as you mentioned, Natalie, that you're always now trying to shoot from the 3, the 5-point goal zone. Understandable with it being double points, of course. But yet to utilise and capitalise on this golden buzzer. 7 goals down. See the red clock ticking away for Team Northumbria, but it's in the possession of Surrey Storm at the moment.
They want to win an interception at this point. You've got 1 minute and 15 seconds left on that clock. They need to get the ball down to their shooters and get some goals on that board.
Well, there can't be nothing worse for a team when you hit your golden buzzer and trying to rack up points. The ball's down the other end and popping in. So Team Northumbria have got to grab this one now. There's less than a minute remaining.
Another big attacking movement now by Team Northumbria. Big ball in, unlucky, bit too much on it. Good pressure there by Joe Tripp.
It's Sasha crucial to score during the power play time to make sure we get the points.
Only 30 seconds now left on that clock for Northumbria. Storm are doing well to keep possession and keep attacking their own goals, keeping their board with goals.
Well, can they get some final points in the dying seconds of their golden buzzer, Team Northumbria? Hankins back on.
She'll go for the 10.
Oh! Well, Hankin in the goal attack position, not able to capitalise in the final few seconds. So Team Northumbria still with the 4 points, and Surrey Storm coming up to 5 minutes remaining in this match number 7. Remember, the winner plays Wasps, and the loser in match number 7 here will travel home. Good prize money though, Natalie, as we've mentioned. Even with no wins, the team will leave with £5,000, £100,000 up for grabs in the kitty in prize money. It's good stuff.
It is really good stuff. I think you can buy a couple of handbags with that. However, I think these girls also want to win. They actually, yes, it's great to have prize money, but you want the kudos of actually being one of the best teams at Fast 5 in the country. First time we've had it. We want to be at the top 4.
Well, there's a World Series, of course, of Fast 5s. But the first time it's been brought to British shores.
2 minutes for Surrey Storm.
Adaptations made. Oh, beautiful goal. A really good goal there in the golden buzzer. 2 minutes for Surrey Storm. And look at that, shoots ahead now, 23 playing 4.
It's Storm's power play, so they're going to want to go for interceptions, and then if they lose it, fine. They want to get the ball down to shooters. Hankins got a little bit of a nudge onto the floor there. Stacey Francis looks on.
Going to get another chance.
So the golden buzzer's ticking away for Surrey Storm.
They're going to need more of those.
Good goal there by Hankins, 3 points for her team.
Storm looking for space.
Harris going for, oh, what
1 minute remaining.
Okay, a bit too close there. Called for the obstruction. Oh, what a 10 points! Power play, go for 5. Actually, it's not 5, it's actually 10. What a great goal.
So under 45 seconds remaining, 33 now playing 7. Surrey Storm's coach, Tanya Hoffman. There she is, New Zealand's assistant coach.
Yes, Joe!
She was at Central Pulse. She's enjoying the action here from her squad. 33 playing 7, 26 seconds remaining in the Surrey Storm power play. 3 minutes in total remaining in match number 7. Some substitutions are going to be made. You can hear her calling her squad members over, indeed.
Nice pass.
Nice pass. She's enjoying this, isn't she, Tanya Hoffman? And so she should be.
Yeah, they're definitely putting out a good performance for her. The shooters have got their eye in. There we go. Rhea Dixon gets that one in. We've got another change. We've got Katie Holland coming on in the goalkeeper position.
So encouraging and supportive words from Surrey Storm's Tanya Hoffman. 35 goals playing 7 here in match number 7. Storm are running away with this one. Looks like they're going to be playing Wasps.
Well held there by Stacey Farsi. It landed on probably the tips of one of her fingers, but she was able to bring that in.
Oh, you can see what she was trying to do.
I think they were going for the option of not running, so they wanted to get the ball down the court. Literally 3 passes.
Just over 2 minutes remaining.
Good pressure here by Storm, really making it hard for Northumbria to get in a good position to shoot. Hankin will take this. 5 points.
Goal!
Awesome goal.
So under 2 minutes remaining then. 35 playing 12. Team Northumbria with that 1 goal loss to Team Bath. And now a potential loss to Surrey Storm. This could be their last British Fast 5 All-Star Championship action here at the O2. But they're still on a charge with their 2 New Zealand imports into the squad. What a goal! Absolutely outstanding.
Great defensive pressure there. No one can get through that wall of defence. Francis looks long. Katie Harris can't collect that one. It's a bit too high for her. Look here, she wants that back line. She wants to get this ball down to her shooters, get another opportunity. There's really not much on offer at the moment. 5 points, she'll take this. That shot was slightly off. She'll go again, so she's confident.
And it's in! She's doing well, she's on fire!
Great goal. She went for it the second time. She knew she had to go back and get that one.
Eyes on the prize. Sinking to her knees, watching the points go up on the board. They've had a fight back here, haven't they, Team Northumbria? 35 playing 22, but it's just too late with 30 seconds remaining.
The start of the game was a bit slow for them. Storm did a really good job of just keeping possession and getting the ball to their shooters.
Contact centre, yes!
Oh, good work there by Katie Holland. Really putting pressure on every ball. And she goes again. Last few seconds, would she go for post?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, unlucky they went over to get that last goal.
Well, 35 played 22. The overhead clap from Tanya Hoffman. Surrey Storm continue in this Fast 5 All-Star Championships. And Team Northumbria, though, with 2 losses, exit the competition. But that was a good display by Surrey Storm. And Gail Davis, who are you catching up with?
Well, I'm with Tonya. We just had a whoop whoop, didn't we? Because that was a little bit more like it after your first game.
Oh, it's great. A lot of fun too, and lovely to see the confidence our shooters did to turn and actually shoot, which we didn't quite have in the first game.
Is it just about feeling tactics? Because definitely people have gone less fast and less furious, haven't they? It's a little bit slower, a little bit more patient in the second round.
A bit more composed with this, even though we've got lots of space. It's a lot of running for all the girls, so we need to be careful with the ball.
Katie Harris did well for you, didn't she?
Oh, she did brilliant. Here she is.
We're just going to speak to her now. Katie, your coach, I think she almost had heart failure when you nailed that 5-pointer, which was obviously 10 points for you. How was it out there? And 18 points in your power play. It couldn't have really gone much better, could it?
Exactly. I mean, we all played a lot better. We knew there was things we needed to improve on the previous game. And we just wanted to enjoy it. Could have been our last game. Glad it's not. So now just onwards and upwards.
A bit more like it. I mean, you've got to be fast learners today. A lot of you haven't played it before. What's the biggest challenge?
It's really difficult. Like, obviously, you've got less players going for a centre pass, but obviously with the shooting, you've got to try and work it round. It's a lot more tactical than normal netball. So it's good fun, though. Good fun.
Well played. And we'll see you against Wasps.
Yes.
The British Fast 5 All-Star Championships are in full flow. They're the scores so far, the first 4 matches. And we're currently just about to start match number 8, which is Manchester Thunder and 7 Stars. And so far, we've only lost Team Northumbria to this Fast 5 All-Star Championships. So, Thunder versus Stars is next. The loser of this match 8 goes home, and the winner will play Mavericks in match number 10. So, match 9 set up, Wasp versus Storm. Match 10, Mavericks will play one of these 2 sides.
This match is going to be a really interesting match. For me, we know that the shooters are so key to the success of the team, but also how each team uses their power play, who they bring on, at what point, and what impact they make. So this is what I'm going to really be looking at in this match.
Thunder, a 31-goal, 42 loss to Lightning in match number 2 earlier this afternoon. That's Laura Malcolm. She'll be in the centre position for 7 Stars.
Laura Malcolm, of course, played many years at Manchester Thunder, so she knows this team very well. I'm sure she would like to take home the win for her side.
So, Thunder and Stars both have those losses early doors this afternoon, but we need a winner to move forward to match number 10. And one of these teams don't want to join Team Northumbria and leave the Fast 5 competition.
Well, this game is definitely starting off fast and furious. We've got a lot of contests, people are going for balls, restricting space. Emma Davey there, really contesting hard. Eleanor Cardwell also played for Manchester. Good goal to start off, her account for this match. Oh, what a long ball, but Helen Housby's not happy to shoot from there. She wants to go, I think she wants to go further. The shooters are looking for each other, picking their places before they take their shots. They need to be comfortable. Good start by Housby. Really good work on herself and Catherine Turner. Good drive there by Gibson, who also played for Manchester. Like a Manchester reunion on court.
Well, we heard from them earlier, didn't we? Helen Housby and Sarah Bayman, how excited they are to be back in the gold and the black for Manchester Thunder. Bayman, of course, captained the side in 2014 when they won the Super League. Housby, born in Carlisle, says she's delighted any time she can wear the Manchester Thunder outfit. And it's 1 goal apiece. Over 10 minutes remaining this in match number 8.
Oh, great steal there. We saw a really good take by Dovey a couple of minutes ago. They weren't able to convert it. Cardwell will back herself from the 3-point line. Gets it in, good goal. She means business.
Goal defense.
Good work there by Gibson. Unlucky got called for contact. I thought it was a really good contest.
So remember, in this Fast 5 format, no cautions, official warnings are given, and after a warning or dangerous play, the player can potentially go into the sin bin for 30 seconds. All these different rules in this Fast 5 concept, as I mentioned previously, started down under. There is a Fast 5 World Series brought now to British shores with Super League teams. The shortened format, the 5 players aside, the shooting zones, the roll-on, roll-off substitutions, and the 4 goal apiece from Manchester Thunder and 7 Stars.
This is a really tough matchup. Both teams actually know each other very well, so they probably know how to counteract each other. What's going to be interesting is who they bring on to change the game. Who are those impact players? What do they do? And whether or not the shooters back themselves and actually go for goal.
Ellie Cardwell, on
Great
question.
Great goal. Looking really confident out there. She's happy. A nice smile after that goal. Great interception there by Bewayne. Emma Davey also tries to get in there, get the interception. Gibson almost got caught out there, being a little bit casual, but she retrieves the ball for her team. Great defensive work by Manchester, making it extremely hard to see spaces. Dovey and Almond putting pressure on. Oh, Cardwell. I think Cardwell wants to play well against her old team.
Well, she's got a smile on her face. Selected, of course, in the recent quad series. Been a good last few weeks for England netball. 2 victories over New Zealand. Yes, they had losses to South Africa and Australia. But the buzzer's gone, Natalie Seaton.
I just got really excited, yes. I love the buzzer. The buzzer's gone. At that moment in time, 7 Stars were actually playing, getting loads of goals, getting a shoot opportunity, so I understand why they put it up. They want to get some more points for those goals. So now they need to bring the ball down the court.
Footwork, goal defense. Yes.
I feel like she did a little jig with the ball there, so yes, it was footwork, but I think she also got a bit of contact. Oh, this ball was going for everyone's legs. Okay, remember, this is 7 Stars. It's their power play, so they want to get this ball down to their shooters.
Well, they don't want to be making mistakes like that either in the golden 2 minutes, do they? They've got that 8-goal advantage with just under 8 minutes remaining in match number 8. Remember, the loser goes home from this match.
It's important for them to try and get the ball
outside in the 5. Yep.
Housby opting to offload that ball, go for a 3-pointer. Well within her comfort zone. Great goal.
Thunder keeping the ball
We've seen this a couple of times, Cass, where actually, when you press that golden buzzer, it all goes a bit wrong, doesn't it? Don't get any goals.
40 seconds left. 40 seconds left of the power play. 7 stars.
40 seconds left.
They've brought Holthausen on. She needs to get that ball. She needs to be given an opportunity to shoot. Cardwell, she's in the back herself. 10 points. Oh!
Thought about it. Gonna get another chance.
Let's go again. That one was long.
Stars power play counting down the final 10 seconds, but the ball's with Thunder. They're 5 goals behind here, Manchester Thunder.
5 seconds left of the power
But they've not
play.
used their power play yet. Stars' power play is now finished. So now it's really important that Stars keep their board ticking over, but also restrict Manchester's opportunities when they press their power play. Great interception there by Adobe.
And head coach Karen Gregg of Manchester Thunder, she's poised like Simon Cowell on the buzzer.
She's ready to press it. And here we go, Manchester Thunder power play for 2 minutes.
So she hovered over it for a while, Karen Gregg. She's back in her seat now. Shall I? Shan't I? Now's the time that she's done it. Manchester Thunder in their 2-minute golden buzzer. They're 5 points down. Can they pull this back in their golden 2 minutes? It can easily be done with the 3 scoring zones that we have. But they've got to get the ball and they've got to get it up their end to actually utilise it in the first place.
Absolutely. In this opportunity, you need to have possession with your shooters, ultimately. And if you don't have possession, you need to get an interception very quickly. At the moment, Ellie Cardwell, she'll go for the 5 points. Oh! What a great goal.
So, this is it, Natalie, you're right.
This is it, yes. Oh, 10 points, go on, Houseby. Oh, bit off. She'll back herself next time. Good drive down by Mwaney. Nice, confident play there by Stars. Elsley back in the centre position, offloading it onto Cardwell. Keeping that ball ticking over. You can't delay the play, you've got to get the ball back straight away.
Bayman in the centre for Manchester Thunder.
Oh, what a rebound by Houseby over the head of Oatley.
Just under 30 seconds.
Okay, so they got 2 points from that shot because we're in the final 30 seconds of Manchester Thunder's power play. But Stars have been playing so well, and this girl in particular is relaxed, it's cool. She's not even hitting the rim, it's just going in through the net.
She's just absolutely loving it. This is her arena at the moment. And she just can't seem to miss. But Houseby, wasn't far off. That's the end of the power play.
Okay, so the power play
It's quite a big difference now.
Well, Thunder are 12 goals down in this match number 8. Not quite sure how many people would have put money on Manchester Thunder going home after the first couple of rounds. Good squad, a solid squad. It's not over yet though, 3.5 minutes remaining, but 7 Stars and Ellie Cardwell in particular.
She has been on form in this match, pretty much getting the large majority of her shots in. The Manchester Thunder will not say die. They will keep on digging in. They'll keep on giving their shooters opportunities. They need a couple of 5-pointers, but Mwaney's got other ideas. Great interception there. Sam Cook on. It's goal defence. Oh, great ball from Elsley into Cardwell. She wants to go further away.
They're just connecting so well, 7 Stars. Cardwell in particular, not on that occasion, but overall has been shooting wonderfully well. Manchester Thunder, 3rd in the Super League in the season just gone. 7 Stars, 8th in the Super League, but it's Stars at the moment who have got a big advantage in match number 8.
It's just not going in at the moment. Clinton thought she may have got a nudge, but there's no one near her. Good drive down the court by Cook to Elsley. Cardwell's backing herself on 5. Oh, she misses that one.
Whoever loses this match is eliminated.
So, just over 2 minutes remaining. One of these teams are going to join Team Northumbria and be exiting the Fast 5 competition.
The winner will face Mavericks.
And the winner, of course, will play Mavericks in the next round, which will be match number 10 after the next match of Wasps versus Storm. So, 2 minutes remaining.
Manchester Thunder have another chance.
Yeah, Seven Stars didn't set that penalty. So Manchester Thunder get another opportunity. Got Carter on the centre for Seven Stars. Those goals are not going in for Housby at the moment.
Lots of pressure being put on by Seven Stars.
Well, some of the players were talking about jet lag on social media over the last few days. Let's not remember Housby and Bayman have come back from playing down under, but they're giving everything, as you'd expect from world-class netball players. But there's just over 1 minute remaining, and Thunder are 12 goals down to Seven Stars.
Oh, what a goal. Caldwell has been absolutely immense in this match. She has backed herself. She's gone for a variety of shots. She's really been an asset to the Seven Stars attacking unit.
And again, in this match number 8, very limited substitutions. Remember some of the early matches, it was like off and on, off and on. We were struggling to keep up with some of the substitutions. Very little movement in the teams in this match number 8.
Clinton's unlucky there, not
shakes her head, yeah.
It came back out the post. But yes, we are seeing a more steady line out there. We have got a change from Manchester Thunder. Got a new centre on.
30 seconds left.
Not the flurry of action that we had early doors, but that might be to be expected in the early matches, of course.
Definitely. I think Sophie Morgan's been brought on just to inject some speed in that attacking unit to drive that ball down the court, give the shooters opportunities. Clinton, she thought about it. Housby wants it.
So final 10 seconds. Oh, I was going to say, we know how Helen Housby can pull big goals out when it matters.
3,
that one
2,
just didn't go for her. Good touch there by Dunker.
But the buzzer goes, and that's the end of match number 8. Manchester Thunder have exited the Fast 5 competition along with Team Northumbria. So, 9 played 24. Thunder depart in the black and gold, but Seven Stars, that was a very impressive display. Gail Davis, mixed emotions courtside.
Well, I think so, because Ellie Cardwell, you helped knock out one of the favourites, your old side, of course. What are the emotions, because you're still in it?
Yeah, well, it was an absolutely great game. Like, to have the confidence from all your teammates to be able to shoot all the long shots, it's amazing. And to do it against my old team, it's like, it means a lot because we try so hard in training, and again, the girls are just like incredible.
Talk to us about the pressure of the buzzer, because it seems like when that buzzer goes, people just get a bit anxious, don't they? And perhaps neither one of those teams really made the most of it.
Yeah, well, when a big buzzer goes off, obviously it's going to like go like that, but when you're playing, it doesn't really affect you, so you're just kind of in the game, in the zone, and you're just wanting to shoot all the goals, so yeah.
Well played. It's the Mavs next for you. Karen, come and speak to us. We knew it was going to be fast, we knew it was going to be furious. It doesn't take any prisoners, does it? I mean, can you quite believe that you're going home now?
No, I mean, it's really disappointing. You know, we had high hopes coming into this tournament. We know we've got shooters that can shoot big. And we said all along that, you know, the team that's going to win it is the team that's nailing the shots. And we nailed it in the first game and lost, you know, and then it's been kind of vice versa in the second one. They just weren't falling for us. So, unfortunately, yeah, it's our time to go.
You brought in your big 2 All-Stars. A lot of people have spoken about. It was a part of you that thinks maybe you should have just gone with tried and tested. I mean, they only got off a plane on Friday, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, but Sarah and Helen have played with our girls before. You know, it's not like we're bringing in fresh blood. You know, they're new players. They know Manchester. They're passionate about Manchester, and they slotted in really well to training this week. It just wasn't meant to be. You know, if we'd have played any other team in round 1, we probably would have won. Luck of the draw, unfortunately.
Do you take away from today and the tournament as a whole, even though you haven't done what you would have hoped to do?
It's a great showcase for netball. You know, anybody who's not necessarily seen netball before on a big stage, who's come today or watching at home, it's a fantastic arena in here, and there's some great netball, exciting netball being played. So, you know, it bodes well for an exciting Super League.
Thanks very much. Unlucky today, Karen.
The scores this evening, and we've had how many? We've had eight games so far. We've just had that one where you convincingly beat Thunder, and Surrey Storm took on Team Northumbria. Unfortunately, Northumbria are out, and Storm now play Wasps in the next match. So that'll be match number 9 coming up, and the winner of 9 and 10 go into the semi-finals. So I hope you've all kept up to date. It's been basically, if you win 2 times, you're through to the semis. If you lose twice, you're out. If you win 1, you lose 1. You're now in match 9 or 10. And there's Tamsin. She's waiting for her team to start up against Surrey Storm, her old team, of course, who she won the Superleague with as well. Let's get you straight to the match and to our commentary box.
Thank you, Di. Kath Mary's gone for a little lie down. We'll pump some sugar back into her and get her back up and raring to go. Wasps against Storm, someone who hasn't had a lie down. Why would she want to move away from this one, Natalie Seaton? You know, most of the team out on that court, you played with a fair few of them. This will have a bit of everything.
It's going to have, and I think we've just seen there by Joe Tripp's amazing interception. These defences are both ruthless. They're going to go for interceptions, and we know they both have shooters that can shoot. I'm excited.
She'll be up on her feet in a minute, particularly if one of those long ones drops in. Storm will go perhaps for one, back to a 3 to get them on the board. The 3's up, they're up and away. Rhea Dixon with that one.
Great goal by Rhea Dixon, a nice smile on her face.
So a reminder, the power play to double up the points if you've not been with us all night. This match, a result of both sides losing one apiece. What a shot from Rachel Dunn.
Oh, I love it when Rachel shoots right on the 5-point line. She's so confident, she's so composed, and that goal was amazing.
You do it one end, I'll do it the other. Back in front.
They used to be teammates, so they know exactly how each other plays, and they want to have one up on against each other. George Fisher, she wants to get on this party as well.
Just without a whisker from that one.
Got a slight hit to the hand on that one from Joe Tripp. Both defenders out. She still wants to back herself. 3 points.
Just off the 3. Thought Rachel Dunn might go for the 1, but Haythornthwaite lays it back to Fisher. She's back up for the 3. Teed up, delivered.
Great goal. I think this is going to be a high-scoring match. Caroline.
This is going to be a good game. Both teams are on fire.
You're saying that, obviously.
Contact, goal defence, outside.
Corbin's listening to you in the commentary box. You can hear echoing around the O2. This for a 5. She's oozing confidence, and why wouldn't you?
Oh, she's such a young talent, and I love the fact she's always smiling. If you watch her practice, she will not stop smiling. Oh, Stacey Francis are lucky they're not able to come out of that interception. Great work there on the ground. George Fisher, she's backing herself. Oh, this is going to be a shooter's game.
A shootout at the O2, back to 11. 9.5 minutes. No golden buzzer yet. Bet both teams wish they had.
No golden buzzer, but a great intercept by Rachel Dunn. We talked about this at the top of the programme. It's so important that all players take on responsibility of that defensive pressure. So now Wasp are in possession.
Rolling subs as well. Some young players on for Wasps. Fisher takes it again on the 3-pointer. And again puts it away.
All these shooters look extremely confident right now.
Mind you, they've already had a couple of matches, each match 12 minutes long. This one from distance, I'm going to say that was a pass. It wasn't, it was a shot.
It was a kind of a pass.
Yeah.
Pass to the
pass
post.
I would do. These long balls fired through court. Looking for that quick transition, making the space happen, Nat Haythornthwaite. Back out to Fisher, Dunn came for it. Lay it back off to Haythornthwaite. Here goes the golden buzzer, press by Wasps. They blinked first. Fisher knows it. 5 could become 10. Oh, just a top 10. No rebound then for Rachel Dunn. And what that does is eats into those all-important seconds as well on the power play for Wasps. The rolling subs looking to happen. Subs can happen at any time. Just seeing Joe Tripp go off. She's looking a bit heavy-footed. She's off for Surrey Storm. Up their attacking end, Smile on the face of Tamsin Greenway. Long way to go in this one yet, but they'll want to get it back in their hands, which they do, Wasps. There's Haythornthwaite directing traffic. Dunn comes for it. Still in that centre third. Haythornthwaite avoiding Lee's then. Back out to Dunn. Oh, and Stacey Francis, the little nick. You give her the space, she'll take it.
Oh, she will. She runs onto absolutely everything, and she most of the time gets rewarded. We saw her play for England in the last few weeks. She was absolutely amazing, and that performance is running true today.
One of Surrey Storm's 2 All-Stars, showing all the ability there that she's shown internationally and paying off for the three-pointer. All level then. Just 45 seconds left on the power play for Wasps. Their centre pass.
She's facing the other direction, I think, through their attacking
I'll give her that.
Wasps attacking, conscious. They only need to get 1 5-pointer.
Good land, good feed. This for a 3 into a 6. Just off, you could see we're right behind that one. She hadn't quite got the line.
Not quite.
Mind the Storm haven't pressed their buzzer yet. Just 15 seconds left from Wasps. They'll have to be quick by this one. Fisher will have to go from here. Will she fake it? Will she go for it? Long shot, just over. She'll get another chance at that though. And the time will be held.
And that is the power play.
Power play out of this one. But Dunn still being allowed it. Oh, Rachel Dunn.
Great
Just
hustle.
unfortunate with that.
Yeah, that was a great hustle there defensively. Oh, what a good take. Got Mickey Austin on a centre, who want to calm the ranks in the Surrey Storm attack. Katie Harris trying to find some space in that circle, being covered by Hannah Reid, but she's going to go for the 5. She's not happy with that one. She'll go again.
Mickey Austin with a little slap of the wrist. Disappointed with that one. Wasps have it, land it. They've used their power play, but still will shoot from range. She's been popping these in all day. That one went down in installments, but got there eventually.
It did indeed. What a great goal. Wasps are ahead at the moment, but only by 3 goals. They're going to be conscious of the fact that they took their power play and they didn't extend that lead. And now, defence is so key.
Wonder what's going through the minds on the bench of Surrey Storm at the moment. How late do you leave it for the power play? Have to do it by 8 minutes in. It's got to be within that 10 minutes. They have to use up their 2-minute power play. Just 5 minutes left there. Good land by Flanagan on at centre. Fisher will go again from 3.
She'll have another go. It was an obstruction. Oh, it was taken. It was deemed to be taken. She took the ball after the whistle had gone.
So no call given for Wasps. Well, it was given and they didn't take it. There's Surrey Storm. Dunn came flying through, but the advantage given to Storm. One of the things they're trying to do, keep that advantage going. No golden buzzer yet. They're wandering over to the buzzer. Oh! They don't need it at the moment. I've they've taken it. Dixon with a little swagger off the ball from that one. They go ahead and now they're up to double points as well. So important to hang on to this ball for Wasps and make those opportunities count. Natalie Seaton.
They have to indeed. But Rachel Dunn, she's up to this task. She's going to go for the 5. Obstruction there
just
by Holland.
Over. She might have been put off by the Manchester Thunder players who were just wandering behind that post.
She'll have another go.
From this distance, Rachel Dunn again agonisingly off. 3rd time lucky. No, she gift wraps it to Austin.
1 minute 20 remaining of the power play.
Just moving that ball around. We've only got 1 minute 20 left. Solid defence, but was it a clean defence? No.
I feel like it was a little bit of contact.
Ball's advanced due to that contact. Edge of the circle. Take this one from here. 5 points, could it become 10? No, just outside. Wasps now with the ball. Under a minute of the power play left for Surrey Storm. They'll look up though and see the ball in Wasps' hands.
So you've got a change in the lineup, the shooting lineup. You've got Haythornthwaite on as goal attack. Dunn's been taken off.
Fisher though with a 3.
She scores, good goal. There's only 1 in it. Wasps have the lead, but Storm is still in their power play.
Big defence now needed from Wasps. Can they keep Surrey Storm away from the edge of that circle? 1 will become 2, they'll take that Storm.
There's nothing between these teams. 1 goal, 18 seconds of power play. Storm need interceptions.
Get the feeling Wasps should have hung on to that one.
10
Just should have played it
seconds
around the
power
bench,
play.
knew it too. 7 seconds. They'll need to be quick to transition through court. There's Francis. Needs the long ball. Goes for the long ball. Power play's gone. Just tried the long shot from there as well, but the buzzer and the time had beaten them. 1 goal in it, 2.5 minutes. Which way does it go?
Oh, I'm going to say Wasps.
I nearly called you Seaton then.
I know you did. It's fine.
It's all right, you've been called it before. It is your name.
So George wants to take that in the 3-point zone.
Yeah, just resetting herself.
Good goal there.
Again.
Good goal there by Fisher.
Wasps are back in front.
2 in it, 2 minutes. One of the closest matches we've had so far. Match 9. On till 10 tonight. Match 10 coming up after this one sees Mavericks take on Stars, but this all about Storm Wasps.
In the 3.
Giving her luck. I thought that one was going to go in.
I did think it was going to go in.
She thought so too. Smile on her face. Just nicked off. Great defence again from Wasps. It's a team that won the Super League.
Yeah, they're back in possession. They will want to get another goal. If you end full time, with it being drawn, you have like a golden goal. I'd be quite excited that happens actually, Caroline.
I can tell you 10 players out on court who don't want that to happen. Shot again from Fisher.
You were literally in time with Tamsin there.
Just in case you didn't know her name, we'll say it twice.
Nobody wants to go home, Sasha. Nobody wants to go home. No one wants to go. This game is intense.
When Tamsin Greenway was previewing this tournament on Sky Sports Women, she said to George Fisher, back yourself. You know you can do the long bombs. You've been doing it in practice. She's shown that throughout the day. Fisher again, looking for options. Heads backwards to come forwards. Flanagan was on, but back into Fisher. She started the move. Can she finish it?
Great goal, great confidence.
They may have done enough. 30 seconds remaining.
Storm are going to keep on fighting. They're going to back themselves as well.
They'll need the big 5s. Oh, I thought that was one of them. Here come Wasps again. All they've got to do is hang on to the ball, and Storm are going home, and Wasps are going through to the semis. Land from Haythornthwaite. Little bit of the give and go from Wasps. Flanagan managed to keep that one going. 9 seconds. You might as well go for 5. You might as well land 5. If there's a moment when you look to your young players to take you through, if there's a moment that you give hope to those ones who've given you this stage, this platform at the O2, George Fisher delivers again.
Oh, amazing shot there by George Fisher. She really absorbed the pressure. She enjoyed it. She's laughing, she's having fun, and she's shooting impeccably. What a great performance by the whole team there.
Brilliant match to watch here at the O2. Surrey Storm then are heading home. Wasps win 34-21. Storm join Northumbria and Thunder on that journey away from the O2. As for Wasps, they head through to the semi-finals with Loughborough Lightning, with Team Bath. We'll have a live draw as to who meets who in the semi-finals after the next match. Before that, here's some reaction with Gail.
Well, both these ladies have been annoying their neighbours all week, haven't they? Practicing those long goals in the garden. 29 out of 34 points I made it for you. How good was that feeling? I mean, you ultimately the difference, weren't you, in what was a very tight game?
I don't know if I had a difference, but it's just a lot of fun. Like me and Nat have been in the change rooms. We're like, yeah, let's just go out there, have a good laugh. And I think you can tell we're just playing like with so much enjoyment because it's just sort of flowing quite nicely. But yeah, it's just really, really good.
Now, is it true you were practicing so hard, the rain came down, you didn't even take your washing in this week, but it's been well worth it, hasn't it, when you were practicing outside?
Yeah, that's very true. We actually forgot to take the washing in, so yeah, we got in trouble for letting it get wet, but no, all good. Yeah, it's been a brilliant tournament so far tonight, and I'm just glad this one got the goals in tonight, so yeah, good game so far.
She made me some ice cream. She's like, if you get in, you get half baked. I was like, all right then.
What flavour?
Oh, chocolate fudge brownie mixed with cookie dough.
Well, it was worth getting goals for that, wasn't it? Well played, ladies, and we'll see you a little bit later on in the tournament.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
You're looking for your shooters to put out the performance. You do not have enough time to be missing lots of shots, so they have to be accurate.
7 stars in the house. Pamela Cookie watching on. This is match 10. After this, we'll have the live draw for the semi-finals. Which of these two makes it through? So calm, she's chewing gum on the side. That ball a little bit loose. Reminder, 12-minute matches then. Both sides get a 2-minute power play. Have to hit the golden buzzer for that one.
Lovely.
1 point doesn't pop in.
No, nice rebound there from Pumza. Needing to bring this ball now through the court. Jodie Gibson back in 7 Stars after her stint with the England squad. Out over down under.
Just looking for the option back, and Gibson's there again. Little fake pass.
Nice supportive play on the line. And Ellie Cardwell lines up the 5 punter early on, and she slots it home.
I'm not sure if that was a woo from the crowd, a little bit of a woo from up here. 5 plays, nothing. Early stages though. Now's the point where you wish the golden buzzer had gone.
Yeah, you do indeed, but lovely still there, Laura Malcolm. And then she drives it down the court.
Oh, great
nice hands there.
As she gives it back to her team, Hertfordshire Mavericks.
One steal back though for Mavs. Just patient build up. Good land.
Khalifa McCullough on song there, 1 pointer, just to get her team onto the scoreboard.
It's as far out as a 1 pointer could go. Just settles the nerves. Oh, and good little movement found up the other end.
Oh, lovely shot there from Marika.
Putting on the pressure early.
Holtzhausen, one of the all-stars in then for 7 Stars. You greeted her at the airport, didn't you?
I did, I went to pick them both up. Early start on Wednesday morning, so literally 2 days in and we've put them out there on the Fast 5 court.
Yes. This for 3 points. Just bounces off. Gratefully received by the Stars. How will they transition? Malcolm lands it. Bullet ball in. Holtzhausen came for it. She moved far down court. Here's Cardwell again. Agonisingly close.
Yeah.
Trying to read the body language of both benches. Neither blinking at the moment and approaching that golden buzzer.
No, Mavericks, they're taking their time to get through this centre third, but now find their way onto the 5-point zone, but with Rose Morgan-Smith at the centre. Khalifa McCullough, she looks to pass, but then she turns to shoot, but over the post, and it's a backline pass for 7 Stars.
Kat Ratnapala sat alongside her, Mary Wire, legend of the netball game, who's been having a word with the shooters for Mavericks.
Laura Malcolm.
Being forced back by Stars, good defensive line, but they find a way through.
Now Claire Elsley comes on at centre.
7 Stars, 2 Mavericks.
So just the 1 change there for 7 Stars, whereas Mavericks have gone for 4 changes now, it seems. So they're trying to mix up their squad, see what else the other players coming off the bench can do.
What a story is Elsley on at centre. Pacemaker fitted.
Yes.
England indoor captain.
Yes.
Back to netball.
Yes.
She had that timeout, not shown at all. Being thrown back into such a high-level intensity game, just showing what's possible.
Oh, definitely, and she's such a great, lovely intercept there from Pumza Moreni. But as you say, yeah, Claire Elsley, a real stalwart of the game. Oh, but a nice take in the centre third.
Gibson was on a flyer, couldn't get a nibble on that one though. Out for the 3, doesn't take it. Opts to go back and just trying to juggle that ball through.
Yeah, through the legs, but a contact called on Jodie Gibson. Gives the chance for McCullough to score that 3.
Much needed goal from Mavericks.
Just chipping away at that score.
Yep. Lucky there, contact call, but it was obstruction.
Sam Bird is hovering over the golden buzzer. Is she about to press it for 7 Stars? Press it, she does. The edge of the circle, that makes this one even more important. Cardwell realises it, opts to go back. Will she go for 5? Make that 10 from here? Oh, just off from Caldwell. Holds her hand up to the bench, apologises for that one.
But no, got to go for it at that time. Footwork called on the baseline. Did you see Sandberg crawl across to hide her going for the buzzer so the opposition couldn't see?
I saw her.
Loved
the
it.
world saw her. Luckily, she managed to actually reach the buzzer from her kneeled position.
She does. She takes the 2.
1 becomes 2. 5 plays 11. A minute 15 left on the buzzer. That looked fairly unintentional, but she did clear her out on the way through.
Yeah, both defenders going for the ball there.
This for the 3 points. Oh, just rolls around, but look at that agility to get the ball back. It had already gone out, though.
Throw, foot on the line.
Oh, another foul throw on the back line.
Throwing, yes.
Little bounce pass. Who's offering for it? Has to go all the way back and keep.
Wow.
Can't keep that on.
Oh, but no can crush it either. So right down back in the 7 Stars attacking end, they get this ball.
She was doing a Pilates move, but couldn't hang on to it. Back up on her feet. This one for 3, could be 6 again. Rolls in and out. Now here come Mavs again. Keep all with it. Bit more whistle in this match.
Yeah. And when the pressures come on, really needing those shots to be landed on, especially in a power play.
All this is doing is eating into that power play 4 Stars. Won't get enough time to get that back down the other end, particularly with Mavs hanging on to it. 3 doesn't come off.
Goal shooter, penalty.
This one needs to go down, only 5 seconds left, theoretically.
3. I mean, you could do it from there, Pam. Sadly, not your charges. 7 Stars power play gone. Mavs have 1 left. Good take from Cardwell. She's been shooting from range, though. Elsie back into it. Cardwell in the 3-point zone. 3 points comes off.
She's done it again. 3 points for 7 Stars.
5 plays 14. Under 5 minutes of the match remaining. That power play remaining, though. Here comes Mary Wire. That's the fastest she's run since she was back on that court. Hits that golden buzzer, and her side. Come the moment, a player can't deliver, though. Can they get back on it? Fighting for that one. Mavs can't get hold of it. I needed Mary Wire in that position, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, she was such a phenomenal player. Just her ball skills and her vision. Oh, I loved it.
Just over the top from Stars. So Mavericks will get that opportunity again with 1 minute, 30-odd seconds left on their power play.
3 seconds called. 7 Stars back on the ball. Both teams not able to really capitalise on their power plays, really, eh?
Sensible, though, from Stars then. Wasted a bit of the time getting down court. They'll opt just for the 1. 10 the gap. So 1 5-pointer with this minute of the power play left. And there's Camilla Buchanan on at centre for Mavs.
Yep. Obstruction, goalkeeper.
Another 2 on the board for Mavs.
2 points.
Gonna have to try and look at range, though, Pam.
Yeah, they're really gonna. Oh, an over ball there from Samantha Cook. Gives Mavericks another chance to get this ball down in their power play with 35 seconds left on the clock.
30 seconds to go.
In the centre court, they need to get further up. Buchanan driving them forward. Will they go for a 5-pointer? There's Buchanan again. Resetting in. Looks likely they might go for the 3. Will it be a 2? Skids out to the 1. Resets. Go on, Camilla. Have a go. Buchanan won't shoot from there.
She's in the centre position.
Centre.
I'd love her to.
Pink area, yes. With her centre.
Especially with the emoji on her face.
5 seconds.
Oh, just off.
1.
There goes the power play. The moment gone then for Mavs.
A nice through court there from 7 Stars.
2.5 minutes of the match. It's going to be difficult for Hertfordshire Mavericks, but won't be impossible. 7 plays 16. Couple of those 5-pointers. Who's going to stand up and do them? Oh, Camilla Buchanan. Some of the skills you'll see on the basketball court tomorrow. The 1-2 round the back. Throws it off and just needed the end product. There's one of them off.
Look at this here. Oh, lovely, lovely.
Don't remind her of that one later. Oatley on then, a goal defence for 7 Stars.
Just under 2 minutes left of this match remaining.
Another three-pointer gone from Ellie Cardwell, and she sinks it again.
And now it looks like
Stars, 19,
Mavericks are heading home. 8-19. Never say never though in fast fives, just 2 5s. Need to go from the edge of the circle.
Doesn't look like though these 2 shooters are wanting to shoot those long shots, but as I say that, she goes for it. Oh. And
that
it's
one not
short.
coming off. I guess the problem is you go for distance, you've got to try and get that rebound or at least be in the area to get hold of that. But they've got another chance.
Another foul throw on that baseline.
1 minute remaining.
Nice
Even the one's
rebound.
not going through now.
No. Heads down. This is a great team performance from 7 Stars. I know I'm biased.
Oatley. That's a goal. I'm ignoring you. There's 5 points.
Yes, she can. Yes, she does it. Ellie Cardwell.
Ellie Cardwell already stating her case today for player of the tournament. There's been a few. We'll see more of them come the semi-finals. But looks like 7 Stars will be heading into that last 4. Another point off for Mavericks, but it's those moments when they needed those long shots to go in, when they needed someone to step up and take those. They've not really had that skill around the circle.
Exactly that, yeah. Those long shots haven't been falling for them.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Cardwell's getting ready to celebrate. Pamela Cookie, director of netball at 7 Stars, is getting ready to celebrate. If you watched the Meerkat do the moves earlier, it's got nothing on Pamela Cookie right now. Handshakes all round. Mavericks are heading home with Northumbria, with Thunder, through to the semi-final then. The lineup is complete. Loughborough Lightning, Team Bath, Wasps, and now 7 Stars will be in the live draw for that semi-final. Sam Bird was on her knees going for the buzzer. Hopefully she got off her knees to talk to Gail.
She's done a lot of high-fiving, not, I suspect, as much as Pamela Cookie, who said that was an amazing team performance. I think she might have been a little bit biased up there, but sum that up for us. You are the last team into the semi-final.
I'm delighted for these players because the first game they were really nervous and didn't really express what they could do, and they've just got better and better. Ellie's on fire in that shooting. It's just so exciting. But our defence really disciplined, putting that pressure on Mavericks there to turn ball over. Delighted.
So much in the build-up about the All-Stars and some of the England girls that were playing, and obviously Ellie's played for, you know, the big names, but she has been phenomenal this afternoon, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's an outstanding player, and it's just good to see her showing what she can actually do. It's fantastic.
Built momentum at the right time, haven't you? Feel like you can go on all the way and lift that trophy?
Hey, why not?
Excellent buzzing, by the way. Hovering, we like the style, hovering.
Stealth buzzing, yeah.
Stealth buzzing. Sam, thanks very much. Camilla, even with a little bit of your showboating there, you couldn't quite pull it off, could you?
Right, not quite, no. I mean, what a night to be involved in. I mean, yeah, we gutted that we haven't got a few more games to get through, but fantastic event to be involved with.
Worth coming out of retirement for?
Oh, I think so, for that one pass, right? Yeah, no, yeah, great team to be a part of as well.
And we know the 4, you're not going to be there. Pick us a winner from those final 4.
Oh my gosh, well, it's about the shooters, to be honest. I mean, you know, we would have thought that Helen Housby got those 5s in the first game so it can swing. No games connected to the next one, so it's going to be a tough call.
Go on, give us a name.
That's going to go with Loughborough.
Thank you very much, Camilla. Thanks, Camilla.
We're ready. Our first semi-final of the evening. It's back to the commentary box.
Thank you very much indeed, guys. Here we go. The familiar names. Loughborough Lightning taking on Wasps. The Super League toppers taking on the Super League champions. Who's going to get the first points on the board in this first semi-final?
Missed by Rachel Dunn, but she gets it the second time round. Puts Wasps on the board first up. This is a very exciting game.
Well, they gave us such entertainment throughout the Super League season, these two sides.
Overthrown there. Pispiskovia couldn't pull that ball in, and Wasp are back on the attack again.
So we've seen some good form so far from both of these teams, especially from this player. It's continuing, isn't it?
Exactly. Georgia Fisher, she has just been on it tonight, and she started the game just as where she left off.
Still just 18 years old, as I mentioned earlier, has re-signed for Wasps for next season in the Super League as well, after a good summer for Georgie Fisher. So, first semi-final. Who's going to guarantee a place in the grand final?
Again, Brensky, Stoltz, the South African playing for Loughborough. She was hitting those shots earlier on, but misses her first shot. But Lightning still have this ball.
So, Lightning, just one loss in the Super League season, in the regular season. Then, of course, the defeat to Wasps in the grand final. But look at Stoltz, she really is a shooting superstar, isn't she? She's got such experience.
So calm and just effortless, it seems.
So Stoltz at one end, Fisher at the other. This really is going to be an intriguing semi-final, Pamela Cookie.
Battle of the shooters is going to be. Lightning, having won 2 games at the start, advanced straight away into this semi-final, whereas Wasps had to play one more game. Do you think the fatigue is going to be in the legs, or is it the more matches you play, the more you get into the game and the more you understand it?
Well, that's what makes the Fast 5 All-Star Championships exciting. As Pamela mentioned, those 2 wins for Loughborough Lightning. Straight, therefore, into this semi-final with wins over Thunder and Wasps, because let's not forget, they're played already today. A 35-23 win. But Lightning on a charge.
Lightning down the court. Long shot there from Pispiskovia. Don't normally see her taking those long shots. She's putting them up anyway.
Well, I mentioned earlier the Ugandan, the player of the season in the Vitality Netball Super League Golden Globe Awards. Also the players' player of the season as well. Such is her popularity in the Super League.
Oh, she's a lovely, lovely person and a lovely, lovely netball player.
So, Loughborough Lightning 3, Wasps 7. Myself and Pamela Cookie keeping an eye on any activity around the golden buzzer. There is Pispiskovia. Been playing for the Ugandan team since 2008, experience and skill. And then at the start of her international journey, Georgia Fisher, of course, doing the goods for Wasps Netball in that England under-21 squad in the summer, in the Netball World Youth Cup. Really is a super talent. Oh, but the ball rattles round. Proskovia picks it back up. Stoltz again. Goalkeeper obstruction wasn't needed. So, 6 playing 10.
Only 4 in it, when still early in this game. Nice defensive pressure there for Lightning. Gives them the ball and their chance to attack.
So 3 matches left then at the British Fast 5 All-Star Championships. This is semi-final number 1. We know it's Stars and Bath to come. The losing semi-finalist gets £12,500 in this concept. Here we go.
Golden buzzer! Power play for Loughborough Lightning. And Wednesday Stoltz has it on the edge. Oh, but she opts out of that 5-point shot, which would have been 10 points.
Proskovia.
Oh! 6 points.
Head above the parapet there, Karen Atkinson.
See, if it was me out there, I'd be double pumping after that goal went in, but she's so calm. She's just like, it's just another day in the office.
Oh, I mentioned earlier, it's her last day in the office, isn't it, in charge of Loughborough Lightning, as she hands over the reins to Anna Carter. That 2-month changeover, she says. She'll be around for a couple of months as they change hands.
Yeah, Karen Atkinson heading over to Italy. Oh, Rachel Dunn, 5 points.
Oh, Karen Atkinson looks on, but it's a familiar sight when Rachel Dunn next goals. Whether it be Super League, Fast 5 or internationally, she does it so smoothly.
She's had a quiet day today, I'd say, in terms of her shooting accuracy, but that shot just...
Yes, Beth, get the ball.
She knows it's their power play. She knows there's time running down.
Well, there's 45 seconds left for Loughborough Lightning in their power play. They're trailing by 3 goals in this first semi-final. They want to get themselves in the Fast 5 final. 25,000 is up for grabs for the winner here tonight at the O2 Arena. £25,000. A prize fund of £100,000. It really has been a wonderful afternoon and evening here at the O2 Arena. And Wasp Netball on the charge to try and get themselves into the Fast 5 final.
Another lovely shot there for Georgia Fisher. I'm not sure why Schultz is chickening out of those long bombs. She was scoring them all day, every day earlier on. And now she's looking to pass them off rather than go to post.
Well, a heavy fall in the centre of the court, but that's the 2 minutes over for Loughborough Lightning and their power play.
Lovely there. Peace Boscovia, nice pass. Nice shot even.
Well, she shot with just under 88% accuracy through the Super League season. She netted over 100 goals more than anybody else in the league. There's the buzzer.
Power play.
So they're 3 goals ahead. They've got 2 minutes to try and stretch the lead.
Georgia Fisher again on song.
Georgia Fisher on song. Rachel Dunn runs back on court there, you see on the right of your shot. Screaming direction, Rachel Dunn. The Super League champions looking to continue where they finished the Super League season in this Fast 5 format. A warning for interference by umpire Gary Burgess. Jackie Mizon, Ian Fuller, Gary Burgess taking charge here this afternoon. Congratulations to Gary, father for the second time this week.
Amy Flanagan is going to the bin. She's been warned once and then warned again.
And that's our first sin bin of the afternoon, evening.
So you need to supply a centre, an on-court player.
So Burgess saying you need to supply a centre.
So someone on the court has to move to the centre position because you have to have a centre on court at all times.
Player must take the centre bid from Wasp's team.
So Natalie Haythorne-Thwaite rips it off. Oh,
Rachel
does! I love that. That's like getting Peter Schmeichel to take a penalty in an FA Cup final.
She'll be loving this as well.
Both of you.
I love it. Oh, brilliant stuff. There she is, Rachel Dunn, C for centre. She has the skills, we know that.
There she is, trying to get free. She sidestepped.
She's got the lungs for it.
Rachel, you can't go in the D.
Oh, lucky there.
Fisher looking for a 10-pointer. Rachel Dunn forgetting she's in the centre and not shooting. Gotta love Fast 5 netball. Absolutely superb. But the rules are if your centre goes off, you have to supply one.
Exactly.
You see there, the sin bin, the 30 seconds, but of course it can be longer than that with the different changes in play.
Exactly.
The start, the stop.
So 30 seconds in there, but then they can only come on a stoppage of play. So whether it's a sideline or a centre pass or something. So she's still in there.
Well, the first semi-final here, Lightning versus Wasps. They were the 2 best teams in the Super League last year. It's no surprise that it's action-packed and extremely feisty. Fisher didn't like that.
Suspended centre needs to come back off.
So Gary Burgess saying the suspended centre now needs to come back on.
Right.
Don't know whether Rachel Dunn's relieved to be out of the centre position or not. Okay. But she's back on court, Rachel Dunn in a different position. Natalie Haythorne-Thwaite waits for Wasp maybe to come on in a substitution. 24 playing 20, 4 seconds left for Wasps of their power play. They're not going to be able to capitalise with any more points.
And that's the end of Wasp's power play.
Well, that was a frantic 2 minutes, not because it was a power play, because it was all going on.
All sorts happening in that.
Goalkeeper shortening, obstruction.
Obstruction called.
Another one from the edge of the circle for 5 points. Flawless.
By 1. Can Wasp respond?
So, 25 playing 24. Lightning have a 1-goal advantage with 2.5 minutes remaining. We need our first finalist here at the Fast 5.
That is not set.
Will it be the league winners or the Super League champions? It's as close to call as we expected. Stoltz in the 3-point zone.
Again, nets it with a swish.
Dunn back in the goal attack position. Fisher, goal shooter.
Contact keeper, 3.
Nice take there from Fisher, really running onto that ball.
Great pass in by Haythorne-Thwaite, and a great shot by George Fisher.
Looking up at the scoreboard, she knows it's close.
That is contact.
Under 2 minutes remaining. Loughborough Lightning in the 5-point zone. Looking to feed it in. In the 3-point zone. When it's this close though, Pamela Cookie, what's your tactics? Go long and stretch a lead, or go close and just keep it close and try and take the lead, or draw?
Oh, there's so many options, so many options. I'd go try and keep that score ticking over.
Contact. Goal shooter.
But if you're behind, you need to go for those longer shots. You need to, oh, and another turnover. Contact from Georgia Fisher called in that end third, gives Loughborough Lightning the ball with contact. 1 minute to go. Oh, well kept on that Panagari! And it's still to the edge. Lovely bit of skill.
Defense instruction
from both players.
It's a 4-goal advantage by Loughborough Lightning. If Wasps can get this down the other end and it's not converted by Lightning, you know which zone they're going to have to shoot in with 30 seconds to go. But Lightning are keeping possession, back in the centre third. Nice little bounce pass in.
Just under 30 seconds.
So, under 30 seconds remaining. Push up, shouts Karen Atkinson.
Defence needed from Loughborough.
They've got one chance here, Wasps. They're 4 points down.
Oh, contact called on the edge of the circle.
Georgie Fisher. Oh, she steps in.
No, the umpire pulled her in.
The umpire pulled her in. It's not to be for Wasps. What an outstanding first semi-final.
Wow. So good. Great play from Loughborough Lightning in terms of holding on, absorbing that pressure from Wasps, and then being able to push on at that very end.
That was an outstanding example of Fast 5 All-Star Championship netball. Lightning take the victory 31-27. Loughborough Lightning therefore go into the final. And wow, Gail Davis courtside. We're electric up here. How's it down there?
Well, my producer's had you in her ear, shouting and screaming for about the last 5 minutes. Can you talk us through the emotions that you had in those final few minutes?
Oh my goodness, it's mental. It's absolutely mental.
Do you ever think it's won?
No, because like you could, just at the end there, they could have got 5 points, and they've been sinking them all game, so you kind of expect it a little bit as well. So yeah, I don't think we started as well as we have done in that game with the previous game, so it's a bit more nervy.
Bit of revenge for the old Super League final.
I think a very small amount. I think they were deserved Super League champions. And
congratulations,
nice
you are in the final, and we shall see you again. Tamsin, you got the better of them last time, didn't you? But it wasn't to be in the proper netball. You can't say that, Tamsin. That's a bad loser.
Oh no, that was a brilliant game. We had sim bins, we had 3-pointers, 5-pointers. It went right to the wire. There was a chance to equalise. That's what you play for. I said to them, it was one of those things. Our mess up as well when we got the sim bin. We should have taken a defender off, and that's what the game's about. It's so quick and so intense. There's just things happening all the time.
Did you think at the end you may well have snuck it? If she'd stayed outside and shot, she may have got it.
She was made to go inside, so the umpires had called that as well. There were some big calls in that game. But yeah, and that's just that lack of props. We're not playing it enough and stuff like that. But how amazing, and it just shows what the game is all about. And we've loved it today. Of course we got it. We wanted to be in the final as well. And fair play, I think Stoltz and George Fisher have been the stars of the show today. So what a matchup that was.
Well done. Thanks very much for joining us afterwards. Thanks, Dan.
British Fast 5 All-Star Championships. What a cracking first semi-final. Lightning taking the win, beating Wasps and booking their place in the final. And very shortly, there you go, you see the warm-up shots. That's Team Bath, and they are taking on 7 Stars for the second spot in the Fast 5 final. And I'm delighted to have alongside me for this second semi-final, Sarah Bayman, Manchester Thunder. How you doing?
I could be doing better today after having gone out, two losses and we're out. But you know, I'm excited to watch this semi and to see who wins this Fast 5 All-Stars.
And how was the experience for you?
It was awesome. You know, it's good to play a different format of the game, and it's amazing that it's in the O2. And I think the last semi-final, just showed us how exciting this format can be. So hopefully we'll get one just as good between Bath and Stars.
Well, we look at the two sides. Here they go. There's 7 Stars. They really have been impressive here this afternoon and this evening at the O2 Arena. But they're against a team that have been there and done it, 5-time Super League champions, Team Bath. This is the 3rd match only, though, for Bath. Straight into the semi-finals with their wins over Team Northumbria and Mavericks. And the loss to Wasps. But the beating of Thunder and Mavericks have 7 Stars in this second semi-final. Anna Stembridge, Jess Thirlby. How are we seeing this one going, Sarah?
I think Bath would probably go in as favourites, just going directly to the final, just from semi-final, from 2 games. But it's a bit of a local rivalry, and all these players know each other really well. So I think it'll be a good match, this one.
That'll be a good matchup, defensively and shooting-wise.
Ellie versus Ebony will be a nice physical battle in that circle, I think. So that'll be one to watch.
So we're up and running in the second semi-final.
Kadeen Corbyn's been one of the stars today, I think, with her shooting, so hopefully Bath will be hoping that she can continue that, and she starts off really, really well.
3 points on the scoreboard for Team Bath.
Back in the blue and gold for Team Bath. Gets the first points on the board. 3 points, remember, you know the score by now, netball fans. The 3 scoring zones in this Fast 5 format. 12 minutes, 3 shooting zones, unlimited roll-on, roll-off substitutions, timeouts, which we saw in the first semi-final. If there's any cautions and sending off.
Bath just reaping the rewards. They're putting Stars under all sorts of pressure from their first centre pass. So Layla Gusketh comes out with the ball, and now Bath have got an opportunity to widen this gap.
So we've been keeping our eye all afternoon, Sarah, between our commentary monitors on movement for substitutions and golden buzzer activity. We're wondering when it's going to happen in this second semi-final.
Sucks in goal defence.
What was Karen Gregg saying to you guys in terms of how she was going to do those things? Did she just decide and do it, or did you have any warning?
We kind of decided to go early with our golden buzzer, and obviously it backfired in the end. But I think it's a good tactic because we've not seen many teams come from deficits today. I think generally if people get ahead, they're staying ahead. So it's a bit ominous for Stars. We're going down 6-0 early doors, but the power plays can really be used effectively to build a strong lead.
Well, they can. The different variations
from Imogen Allison there, sorry,
have been used. No worries at all, Sarah. Some brilliant. She's been good here this afternoon, hasn't she, Allison? And the movement from Team Bath. There's 6 goals up, 10 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I mean, I think all the centre courts here have to be dynamic. You've got a lot of work to do, and Imogen Allison's defensive work has been really strong, which you'd expect from a defensive mid-quarter who plays a lot of wing defence in the 7-a-side format.
Cardwell trying to get herself in position. And Sarah said she's been outstanding here this afternoon.
Good rebound there from Ellie. Trying to steady the nerves with a 1-pointer, and she nails that one.
So Stars are on the board. 5 goals down to Team Bath in this second semi-final. Loughborough Lightning will be watching this. Obviously the grand Fast 5 final to come. Bath getting the space, getting the positions in the 3-point zone.
Big shot there from Kadeen, and she's really just working outside the circle, just dictating play, who goes where, what shape their attacking play takes, and that was just phenomenal attacking play all through court there from Corbyn.
Back from playing down under.
Yeah, Kadeen was in New Zealand, and you know she had a bit of a tough season, but she's come out firing in the recent internationals. She was outstanding. Here she's having a great day, and luckily for Stars, Ellie Cardwell's just pulled them back into it with a big 3-pointer there.
action. Take care of it.
Both teams still have their power plays to go.
So, no action yet in terms of golden buzzers, but there's a lot of action in terms of Team Bath because it's those guys that are leading 9-4 in this second semi-final.
I think Seven Stars will want to clean up the defensive circle a little bit here. They're giving Bath some free shots, and if you give them too many, they're going to sink one.
Against you, centre.
8 minutes remaining.
Against you, centre.
Taking.
Oh, unlucky. Unlucky from Corbin.
Yeah, Stars needs to just work this down now, try and get into a strong shooting position. But you see the pressure they're under from the Bath defence here, all through court. Every ball's been challenged, and that's really good stuff from Bath, not giving away penalties but challenging ball.
How hard is it though, Sarah? You know, you've got your two wing, your wing attack, your wing defence not here. Just Fast5 in general, from obviously when you're playing the full squad.
Yeah, I mean it's hard work, and it's hard work for everyone. It's hard work for your mid-court, but your goal defence, goal attack have to shoulder a lot of responsibility, and that makes it hard to then shoot those long bombs when you get an opportunity. But Ellie Cardwell there showing us how it's done.
Indeed, because it's 9 apiece now in this second semi-final. Just over 7 minutes remaining. Oh,
big attempt there from Chelsea Lewis.
Oh, I'm seeing Sam Bird on the move. Sarah, Sam Bird's creeping slowly but surely.
Here she goes. There's the buzzer.
There we go. I love the way she tried to stay low and creep so nobody could see her.
She was trying to ninja her way over to that buzzer.
It's double points.
Big shot there from Marika. Again, another one who's had a fantastic international season with South Africa, and she's just taking that form through here with some sterling shooting.
And she scores.
Well, Sam Bird hit it. She got double points on the board.
Asha Francis then just responded for Bath, so they'll be happy about that. It's not very usual to see these games go goal for goal. So I think that's what made the last semi-final so great, and so far we're being served up a treat with this one as well.
So there's Sam Bird. Sarah Bayman said crept ninja-like to hit the golden buzzer.
Well, I said she tried to be ninja-like. I don't think she quite was. Some nice through-court work from Bath there. Imogen Allison again working really hard. Great baseline drive from Kadeem, but she obviously wants that three-pointer.
So 1 minute of power play left. Just under 6 minutes remaining in this second semi-final.
Stars will really be wanting to score a couple more goals in their power play. You've really got to make it count, especially when Bath have got theirs to come.
It is actually Seven Stars power play. It's over the Bath graphic, but I can tell you, it's 30 seconds on the power play left for Stars, and it's 15 goals leading 9.
Bath here just keeping possession, working it calmly to shot, and they'll take that one-pointer because they've just eaten up the seconds there.
20 seconds left of the power play.
So 20 seconds left of the power play.
Yes. Randy's goal attack.
She's gone for 5.
Oh, well, it was a long attempt, a long 5-point attempt, but Stars trying to keep into this. The golden buzzer was hit by Sam Bird. Oh!
There goes Jess Thirlby, struggling to hit that buzzer. Get in the gym, Jess.
Well, I think they're having to wait for Seven. Yeah, Seven Stars. You can't have them at the same time, of course.
Bath are having a nightmare knowing what's going on with the power plays today. They've missed one, they've tried to do one at the same time. But that will do them a world of good. Asha Francis absolutely nailing it.
Anna Stembridge said to Jess Thirlby, you might have had to press it 3 times, but it was worth it.
They'll pretend they did that on purpose now.
So much tactics involved in this Fast 5.
Can Ellie respond?
Ellie Cardwell there looking to match it with a 5-pointer, but just missing.
So there's the update on the scoreboard.
So, just under 4 minutes remaining. 23 playing 15. And Bath are on the power play, of course.
10-point shot from Chelsea. This is just highlighting how important power plays can be. Stars struggled to score on theirs. Bath have nailed 2 huge shots on theirs, and suddenly they're out to an 18-point lead.
Wow.
1 minute left.
So, 1 minute left on the power play. Team Bath are playing an absolute blinder here in terms of collecting points. Look at Anna Stenbridge.
They'll all just be so happy they've actually got a power play. They can't wait. They can't wait to play it.
How do you control that though, Sarah, when you get a power play? Because you still got to control the nerves. You don't want to rush anything. You don't want to mess anything up because you're excited.
Yeah, you want to make sure you get your ball to shooters, and I think when shooters are shooting confidently and they go for those big shots and nail it, it just gives the whole team a lift.
Well, Cardwell's been so good for 7 Stars, but that tactical judgment in terms of Team Bath at the moment, pouncing on the golden buzzer as soon as it ran out for 7 Stars. Team Bath are coming towards the end of their power play, coming towards the end of the match with a big advantage now.
Yeah, I mean, without any power plays to play, this is looking like a huge task for 7 Stars. Obviously, with 5-point shots, you can get points back quickly, but there's nothing showing that Team Bath are easing up on the pressure at all at the minute.
2 minutes of the match remaining. This is the second semi-final.
That'll help from Ellie Cardwell. Nice 3-pointer there to set Stars on the comeback trail.
But Team Bath took such advantage, nailed the points when it mattered.
And that's smart from Kadeen. You know, she knows they only need 1-pointers to see the game out in the last 2 minutes. Just fed it over to Chelsea for a nice, easy shot, and they just keep the scoreboard ticking over. They don't need to go for the big shots where Stars do. And what a shot! Ellie Cardwell setting on fire right now.
Well, 1 minute 39 remaining. 8 points is the deficit at the moment for Stars. They've been super here this afternoon. They will take home £12,500 as a team, as a losing semi-finalist, but they're still trying to push, and as they should. But is it too late? Has that Team Bath power play put this second semi-final out of reach of 7 Stars?
This is the full court defensive pressure from Bath now. They need to stop that ball getting down quickly, and then they reap the rewards there with Mia Ritchie picking the ball up.
Team Bath on a charge. 1 minute remaining in the second semi-final. Loughborough Lightning are waiting and poised. A rattle of the 10-foot post by Corbin, but the ball's in the hands of the Stars, and they're trying to capitalise, trying to work it through the court.
Here's a chance for 7 Stars to narrow the gap.
You never say never in Fast 5 netball, it can change so quickly. But Team Bath have the pickup with 30 seconds remaining.
They just need to play this through, take the ball out of their defensive end and make sure that they eat some time up. That's a bit lucky there to Kadeen. But here they go. Just need to play the ball around, get into a shooting position, try and put a point or two on the board and see this game out.
So just about 10
well, 10 seconds remaining. The crowd have been so good here this afternoon, counting down the clock of this semi-final.
Big shot for Kadeen. Whoa, nearly got it.
It would have been great if it went in, but it doesn't matter though.
7 Stars.
Team Bath. They will face Loughborough Lightning in the British Fast 5 All-Star Championship final. 2 wonderful semi-finals. It really has been a great afternoon, and 2 teams have a final to play, and that will be Loughborough Lightning and Team Bath. They will battle it out for the Fast 5 title, 34 goals to 26. So Gail Davis has been courtside all afternoon. We've got our 2 finalists, Gail. What are the teams saying? Who are you with now?
Oh, I'm with Jess. And Jess, thank goodness, it took 3 shoves, didn't it? But that power play button eventually went down, didn't it?
I'm having issues with the golden buzzer. But it was good timing because then we managed to shift a 10 in. So, yeah, managed to get it right. Game 3.
I was going to say, that changed the whole game, isn't it? You had 2 10-pointers off the back of that. And it just shows you, if you do get your tactics right, and you do remember which buzzer to press when, it can be amazing, can't it, at Fast 5?
I mean, it's been in training this week. One of the things the shooters have done really well is they've really recognised the critical moments when they need to make that decision. And Chelsea and Kadeen have been brilliant, and Ash's contribution was fantastic. So, yeah, it's great building now going into the final with some momentum on the long ones.
It was a long time ago, doesn't it, that 1-point win with when you've sort of messed up the power play, but you're in the final, you take on Loughborough, and you've got a huge amount of momentum behind you, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, we see the opportunity in that mistake because we got through that game having not used a power play, and I think since then, all credit to the players, they've been fantastic in our last 2 matches. So just great to put ourselves in the position of competing in a final again.
Finally then, it would mean an awful lot, wouldn't it, to be the first winners of this competition?
Of course it would. It's like our whole objective was fun, but for us winning is fun. So yeah, it would be great if we can get over the line.
Very best of luck, Jess. Thank you very much.
8 came to London for the British Fast 5 All-Stars. 2 remain. Will it be Loughborough Lightning in Karen Atkinson's last game as coach, or Team Bath, so long the backbone of the Netball Super League, showing they can hustle it with the 5s? She's been out on that court, she's tested that floor. Sarah Bayman, Manchester Thunder captain for so long, England captain for so long, now up in the commentary booth, ready to take it away. It'll be Team Bath with the first centre pass. 12 minutes between either side and history. Chelsea Lewis with quick hands on the ball early on. We've seen impressive defence from both sides, and again Loughborough Lightning coming out.
Yeah, Vicky Oyosola did a really good job there, and I think she's done a great job all day of winning ball but then driving it through court for Loughborough. And you look how much she handles the ball, and it's a real testament to the strength of her through court work. Loughborough here struggling to find decent shooting position, a little bit like Bath did to Stars in the semi-final. They're just that through court defensive pressure just wears teams down. It's just such hard work to get the ball anywhere close to that circle.
Both these sides have ridden through 3 matches already today, 12 minutes each. Both automatically got through to the semi-finals, and Stoltz has been one of those who shot impeccably throughout. Unexpected from her.
Yeah, an unexpected miss. She's shot incredible figures, considering she shot most of her goals from the 3 and 5 point range. She must be sitting on about 80% for the day. It's just ridiculous. It must be the stuff of dreams for her. First outing for Loughborough Lightning.
South African, one of the All-Stars brought in by Lightning. Someone surely has got to sign her up for the Super League season.
Well, yeah, you'd think so. You'd think it'd be Loughborough at this rate. If they win it, she's got a massive case for herself, hasn't she?
Chelsea Lewis with a 1-pointer to get on the board then for Team Bath in this final.
It's nice just to settle your nerves sometimes, especially for shooters, just to get a nice easy shot in the 1-point zone. And again, that defensive pressure. Kadeen Corbin and Jess Shaw working together on the centre pass defence there to stop the supply to Vicky Oyosola, which has been so reliable all day on the Loughborough centre pass.
Hannah Gary was on a final spin of her cycle, couldn't get it out, so Team Bath with the ball. Corbin, again, another one of those. Don't want to hex her, shot so well, she lays it off to Lewis. Thought about the 5-pointer. Back out though to Gusketh. They've used all court well of Team Bath. It just shows again that defensive strength from Lightning.
You can see Lightning there just squeezing Kadeen out on the top of the circle between Vicky and Nat to try and prevent her getting those big shots.
See Alison come on again at centre.
Both centres have changed there. Nat Panagary's gone off, Beth Cobden's come on. Jess Shaw's gone off for Imogen Allison for Bath.
Alison playing in that unfamiliar territory, but she's done so well today.
Oh, I think she's had an absolutely storming competition. You know, we've not seen her much at centre, and she's just played so well. I think her fitness has shone through, but also I think her attacking play has been really impressive, considering she's a defensive centre court player.
Cobden measuring up against her. Just back from England duty as well. One of the real stars throughout this squad. What an effort from Chelsea Lewis. I say effort, it's effortless.
It looks that way. Goal attack change for Bath now with Asha Tech coming on. She shot a huge shot for the 10-point shot for them in the semi-final, and the experience and the kind of cunning and smarts that she brings is huge for Bath.
Stolz back with her eye in.
Doesn't miss 2 in a row apparently.
Manny's simultaneous break.
I'm going to remember that.
Yeah.
Not even
Got commentator's curse now.
Becca, land to ball.
Good land, good space to find Lewis,
Go,
but
yes,
Bath
Ben,
looking for the higher point shots at the minute. Obviously, that's some sort of tactic to begin with.
oh, you can't get higher than a 5 unless it's on the buzzer, but 5 for the moment for Team Bath and Chelsea Lewis. 9 leads 3.
She's massively warmed up into this tournament as well. First game, she looked a little bit nervous, and then since then, her shooting action has just been fluid and been hitting those.
Beckford Chambers on it, goalkeeper for Team Bath. We're really seeing these rolling substitutes in action, and that's the intensity that's gone through the legs, through the arms, throughout today for these teams.
Yeah, and 12 minutes isn't long, but a few games in a day takes its toll, and like you said, it's hard work with just 5 on court.
Someone hang on to the ball, a little bit scrappy in the centre there again. There's Cobden. Into Proskovia.
You can see that they want to get that long shot to Stoltz.
Power play with the golden buzzer then goes.
Loughborough got early with the power play, which is interesting. They'll obviously be wanting to rack up some points, and with shooting like that, they're going all right to begin with.
They were just hanging on to get a little bit nearer to the post. Didn't need to be that near though, did they? 9 plays 9.
Bath now wasting a bit of time, taking a longer shot to try and stay in contention.
There was even a crafty old wobble on the post, but still that one sings.
Mia Ritchie now into centre for Bath.
1:20 left on the power play for Lightning.
Lightning looking to get that ball to Stoltz around the circle edge for a big shot.
5, can it be 10? Such height in front of her, but both out now. Here goes Stoltz with the long shot. Oh, just off the back, the willing hands of Layla Guska to gobble that one up, and Proskovia just nips into.
Yeah, Loughborough will be desperate to get this ball back because they want to score points in this power play time, especially with Bath's power play to come. But at the minute, Bath are doing a pretty decent job of slowing it down and taking it through court.
There's Corbin, back to Guskett. Lewis, she'll go from here. There's the 5 from Chelsea Lewis. A Team Bath bench up on their feet. Maybe the power play of Loughborough Lightning, but it's Bath sinking them.
For Bath to be in the lead and to be leading during the Loughborough power play as well is massive.
20 seconds from Loughborough, and it's 20 seconds you want to give to Peace Proskovia.
Hey, cometh the hour, cometh peace.
Here's hoping, for the world's sake. Back line from Lightning. Dying seconds of their power play. Too late for them. There goes the buzzer. Their power play's over. Proskovia opts not to shoot from there.
They'll need some big shots now, Loughborough, to try and stay in this with Bath's power play to come.
Bath have, it's fair to say, been twitchy over the power play throughout today.
I'd call it a shambles, but
yeah, well,
that's maybe a little harsh.
They missed one in their first match. They had a little bit of wobble over trying to press it several times.
When they weren't allowed to.
They weren't allowed to. But this time they're hanging on.
19, Team Bath 17.
19 plays 17. Get the feeling.
Great defensive pressure from Peace.
There goes the power play.
5 minutes to go. Bath press the power play, but Loughborough have the ball.
Good wrestle from Loughborough Lightning. There's Stoltz. She stood in the 3. Stoltz has stood up all day, and again she delivers.
I mean, she missed the last one, and I did say she doesn't miss 2 in a row, so there she goes. 3 points in Bath's power play. Big error there from Kadeen. She won't be happy with that. Gives Loughborough the ball back, an opportunity to wear this clock down.
Anna Stenbridge was trying to gee up her troops, get them going again. And there goes Corbin. She's nipped in with that one.
Wins the ball
1:24.
back. Huge shot.
This could
now.
be 10. There goes Corbin. 10. She claps her hands. She looks to the sky. Anna Stenbridge on her feet. Get her head back in the game, Corbin, though. There she is, jumping for joy before and now for defence. Here comes Loughborough Lightning, 22-27. They'll need a 5-pointer. Here's the MVP of the Super League.
I thought that was in.
She'll have another go.
She's going to leave it now for Stoltz to shoot. And Peace will be under there for any rebounds if there are any. But there's not. Obviously there's not.
Up the other end then, Corbin with the 5. Stoltz, though, draws us level, 27, plays 27. 40 seconds left for Bath at the power play. Does Lewis go for the 10? No, she doesn't. She says, give it back to me. Now I'll go for the 10. Settles herself, settles the nerves, just rolls off. Corbin's there again. Kicks it on.
They need to close Lewis and Corbin down on the circle edge. It doesn't matter if they get 1s at the minute. They need to prevent the 3s and 5s.
They're still going for the 5.
Yes,
Beth
Cobden. Backing up.
Cobden. There she gets the ball, steals it for Loughborough Lightning. Won't be enough time for Bath to go back. Have they ridden that storm? Here come Lightning again.
Both power plays been played now, and 27 all. This couldn't be set up any better for the end of this match.
Power play's gone. All that stands between these two sides and winning the trophy, the inaugural trophy, is 2 minutes and 49 seconds, and also 1 Renske Stoltz.
Oh, who invited her?
And why didn't they invite the Thunder?
I know. I'm going to be asking Karen that very question.
She's got to be one of the options for MVP for the tournament. Who else do you throw in there?
I think George Fisher's had a huge tournament, especially after not getting much court time in the Superleague. Kadeen Corbin, Chelsea Lewis have been a phenomenal shooting pairing for Team Bath. Ellie Cardwell really, as well for Stars, has stood up today. And then you've got to... It is a shooter's game, but you've got to look at some of the other people on court. I think Imogen Allison's been fantastic. Ebony and Layla have been strong in defence for Bath. So it's hard, but I think for me it's probably going to have to go to a shooter because it's a shooter's match.
Well, will it be Stoltz? She steps in. Will this be 5? 2 minutes left. Rolls off the back. Bit of contact from Proskovia. The ball and a little
What
bit
are they going to do
here?
She's got it in the 1. She passes it out for the 3
Here goes Stoltz again.
Sorry.
Toes on the edge of the 3. She goes for 5. Proskovia with a reach. Bath have the ball. A reminder, if we're tied at the end of this one, it will be sudden death. Next goal wins it. Long way to go yet.
Great defence, Beth Cobden. Unlucky there to get called for the contact. And Bath, are they going to take the 1? No. Back out to Kadeen for a 3.
Do you go 3? Do you go for the 1? You go for the 3. You
yes,
Kadeen! Anna Stenbridge doesn't look to the heavens. She looks up to the board. It gives her side a 3-point lead. Minute left.
Kadeen has been shooting outstanding all day. She's such a confidence player. Bath have confidence and belief in her, and you can see that from the goals that she's just slotting in today.
Does Stoltz line up for a 5? Does Proskovia go for the 5 herself? Off the back! Stoltz couldn't keep it in. She'll have another chance back. The contact was called. Proskovia, though, is going to look to find that space for Stoltz. Does she go for the money ball? Does she go top of the circle? Do they waste the time down as they did so well against Wasps?
Defensive pressure from Bath, huge right now. Huge on the outside of the circle, trying to stop Stoltz getting that 5-point range.
With 30 seconds left, you would not bet against Stoltz landing this.
Here we go.
5.
What dreams are made of.
Here she's been the player of the tournament. Can she seal the deal? Renske Stoltz has just written her side into history. Unless Bath can come straight back at them, they'll need to be quick about it.
Karen Atkinson is going to win this on her very last match as coach for Loughborough Lightning. She's going to win it.
Look at the roll from Karen Atkinson. Look what it means to Loughborough Lightning. The players embrace, the coaches embrace. They looked at Stoltz. They were lining her up on the edge of the circle, and she delivers.
Talk about a £25,000 shot. That one, she's just absolutely nailed.
We asked for all-star players. They had the chance to bring in the best of the best. They chose Stoltz, and for that moment, she stood up.
She massively stood up. It's the stuff you dream of as a kid, shooting the winning shot, having all that pressure on you, and she just didn't flinch.
We've had golden buzzers, we've had long bomb queens, and the first champions of the British Fast 5 All-Stars are Loughborough Lightning in Karen Atkinson's final game as coach. She will leave, having been top of the Superleague, having come here and won the inaugural Fast 5 Championship. Her team bouncing up and down. How long before they've got her in the middle, before they've got her on her shoulders, Sarah Bateman?
Oh, well, hopefully not long, because she deserves it. What a coach, and what a way to exit it.
I'm just watching Karen Atkinson being dragged over to do an interview. She was still, right to the very end, not entirely sure. Just calm down, everyone. Have we done it?
She's too professional for her own good. Too professional for her own good. She obviously knew they'd won it, but she was saying, get back on defence. We've got a couple more seconds to go. Don't let them score. And that's just Karen through and through. Just such a massive work ethic. Has done such a fantastic job with what she's built at Loughborough, the training ethic of this group, and now she's seeing the success come that she deserves.
We started at 5 o'clock this afternoon at about, 20 to 10. We're nearly done and dusted, and that's all thanks to the skill of this Loughborough Lightning team, led by Karen Atkinson, who's with Gail.
Well, Karen, that is quite a way, isn't it, to say goodbye to this team?
Yeah, it's just as I planned it. Oh, that was stressful. It was a very stressful format of the game, but a lot of fun at the same time, and I think we just embraced it. We had some tactics, and we had a lot of fun, and the girls were told to just play relaxed and confident. It's good.
What about that lady alongside you? I tell you what, there's a few coaches here that have missed a trick, haven't they, Karen?
Superstar. Well, I knew when we had to, obviously the format of the game requires long bomb shooters, and I remembered Renska from the quad series last year, and how she nailed a whole load from just inside the circle against England. I was like, I need that girl to come and play Fast5. Yeah.
Oh, and how much did you enjoy the occasion, playing here and playing so well?
I really enjoyed everything. Thanks to the coach that actually gave me opportunity. And the girls, everything was just fun from the day I got here until then.
I tell you what, Karen, if you haven't signed her up already for the Super League season, shouldn't you can't let her leave this place, can you?
More import spots so we can get, she's just been phenomenal, and this style of game just massively suits her, and she had long periods of time out there, which is quite tough in any of the middle positions, and she did a great job.
Oh, Nat, tell us, what was it like being part of this squad? There was a huge disappointment, wasn't there, from the Super League, so I guess you wanted to come out and really prove to everybody that you're winners.
Absolutely. I think today's all about have a lot of fun, but I think at the same time we wanted to win. I think obviously having this on and having peace in there, we knew we had a brilliant chance, but I'm just so happy for us and the girls leading into this season now and getting this win.
Word on your coach. Tell us a word on your coach, because she's not going to be alongside you anymore, is she?
No, I know we wanted to stay, but I think it's so nice for Kaz to experience this now and kind of get this win for her, because we wanted to get it in that Super League final, so this is quite nice now for us to end on.
Well, many, many congratulations. I shall let you go off. You can see the ladies over there, can't you? Go and carry on the celebrations with her. Well played. Thank you very much.
Well played indeed. Sarah Bayman alongside me. A quick word then on Karen Atkinson leaving the Super League. What a way to go out as well with this in the inaugural tournament.
I mean, the woman's a legend. Like, she was an absolute legend as a player, an England captain, over 100 caps for her country, and now as a coach, she's built something from pretty much nothing at Loughborough. She's got players in, she's worked hard with them, she's got youngsters to perform, she's got people with a great training ethic, and now the environment that Anna Carter takes over is such a positive one and such a strong one for her to build on and take forward, that Karen's got to take massive, massive credit for that.
You could see they were working up to that last shot. They played it clever as they did in the semi-final as well. They've been moving that ball around. They were just aiming for her, making her in the right spot.
They're not stupid. They know who they wanted to have the ball for that last shot. Schultz has been fantastic all day, and credit to Bath. Their defensive pressure was really, really strong, but you can't stop her getting the ball anywhere on court, and tonight she was just firing them down from everywhere.
Just seeing inside the O2, although that some of the fans have left, many are staying behind to see the presentation. We will have MVP of the tournament, then we'll see the runners-up medals, and then we'll see Loughborough Lightning step forward and collect that trophy. That moment for those players, you were out there, such disappointment, sorry for your team, for Manchester Thunder, but coming in for this, all right, I'll just remind you again, there's what you could have won.
Yeah, cheers.
but the day itself, to have that prize money, to have all these superstar players out on that court.
Yeah, I mean, this is netball. We're not used to having a £100,000 prize pot. It's massive for clubs to get this boost in terms of prize money, and it's huge for all the girls, me included, to be able to play in the O2 Arena and to have this kind of atmosphere. So, it's been a fantastic day.
MVP of the day then is Renska Stoltz. We were hearing the interview with her before. Bemused look on her face. She came into this tournament, she came over to London for this one-off occasion. She wins that golden ball, and for her, the delight is she's surprised that it's her.
I know, she's going to wake up in the morning and it's a good job she's got this golden ball, because that's going to remind her that this wasn't all a dream. Like, in terms of your first outing for a club, you couldn't ask for anything more. It really is the stuff of dreams for her. So massively deserved. I think an obvious choice. There's no one near in terms of who else could have won it. But really pleased for both her and Loughborough.
May have Moulton on it, but solid goal performance from Saltzman. She wins the MVP for the day. And here come the runners-up. Ebony Beckford-Chambers leads up Team Bath. She's had a great summer internationally for England. To come back for this one day, some of them felt it in their legs towards the end, but here's stepping up. Corbin again, another one of those players that could easily have been MVP.
I'm just so happy for Kadeen in terms of coming back internationally and playing really well, and then playing really well here, because I know that she struggled last season and she had a tough time in New Zealand. But you know that they'll be really happy with her performance, and obviously Bath take home £20,000, so you've got to be happy with that.
£100,000 prize pot for today from Matchroom. There's Matt Porter from Matchroom presenting those runners-up medals then to Team Bath. Big smile on Kadeen Corbin's face. One of the moments when she watches back to the coverage on Sky Netball will be her sister Sasha saying, "Yes, sister," when she sunk one of those long bombs.
Those two have a great relationship. They just tell each other straight. So yeah, when she's doing well, she knows about it, and when she doesn't do so well, she also gets to know about it from Sasha.
Disappointment then for Loughborough Lightning during the Super League season, but in just a moment, as Nat Panagari was saying, how much this means to her side to win the British Fast 5 All-Star trophy. Many staying behind to cheer the winners.
Coached by Karen Atkinson, please welcome Peace Proscovia.
Peace Proscovia then, she was MVP for the Super League. We're seeing just the core of this side, but those players getting that court time, just showing what they've meant.
And it's exciting for Loughborough as well, because they've got a young team. They can take this team forward for the next 3, 4, 5 years if they're able to keep them together. And what they've done this season has been phenomenal, but when you think about building on that must be really exciting for Loughborough.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep the cheers.
So many of these players as well, you say exciting for Loughborough. They've got some young English talent coming through.
Yeah, and I think that's a really exciting thing, that they're predominantly English players, and so from under-19s, under-21s and seniors, it's exciting from an England perspective as well.
Proscovia, Essam, Panagari, Cobden, Harris, Oyosola, Airy, Gibbons, Gill and Stoltz. Panagari and Karen Atkinson last up to get their medals over their necks.
It's all got too hard for Karen. She's taken her shoes off. The heels were too much.
She gets the medal eventually placed over her head. So here's the trophy, 5 on court, millions worldwide, one bit of history. Your champions, Loughborough Lightning.
They'll enjoy this one.
Well, it's not a championship presentation without a little bit of Queen. And Panagari then just smiling with the cameras in front of her.
I always enjoy a trophy that you can fill.
What are they filling that with then? Losers' tears, Sarah Bayman.
I was going to say protein recovery, but you know, whatever.
And there's the cheque for £25,000 presented to Loughborough Lightning as well. Winners then die of the inaugural British Fast 5 All-Stars. My thanks to Sarah Bayman. Wasn't to beat for Manchester Thunder, but can I press you? Will we see you in the Super League next season?
You most likely will see me in the Super League, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take that as a yes. Coming back to the Super League, Sarah Bayman.
Fantastic to hear from Sarah. Thank you so much for your time in the commentary box. I'm here in the studio with Natalie and Pam. Natalie, just what kind of spectacle have we seen tonight, especially that final?
I think this is a first for UK netball. One, to be in this arena. I think as an athlete, you have a dream about where you play, and you always visualise. You do a lot of visualisation when you're a young player coming through. And this is one of those iconic venues that you always want to have the opportunity to play in. So for all the athletes that took part today, this is probably going to be one of their special moments in their career. In terms of the type of netball we've seen play, Fast5 is electric, it's furious, it takes no prisoners. I think it's probably the most exciting form of netball we could have brought to the O2. So the combination of the venue, the type of netball, it's been a standout moment for British netball. And I think a lot of the athletes, I know if I was playing, would be thinking, my God, I can't believe that just actually happened. Like, I usually come here to watch concerts, not to watch netball play. It's absolutely amazing.
I'm hoping it'll be a regular occurrence. So thank you, girls. It's been a fantastic evening here, and Loughborough Lightning really have lit up the O2. If you haven't played netball, you've never been involved in this sport, I'm sure that tonight will definitely have inspired you, and the youngsters as well. So get out there and play an awesome sport. Netball totally rocks. We'll see you soon.